Let me see here. I need let me see. All right, people, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth. My company is ILEG, which is Infusion Light Energy. Fusion Light Energy Technology Screens. I'm kind of trying to figure out where the heck my camera's at on my phone. I don't know why in the world when I go through my phone, I can't seem to track this camera down. There we go. I need a picture of this right here. So, as I told you before, that we have these as contract, and we're drawing up, right? And we're doing it right now because we've had problems with a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who's new, changed his YouTube channel to Crow_BH76. So we do know you were born November the 11th of 1976 is where you were born. So with that being said, we have to contact some very serious agencies about this individual. Now, like I said before, he made statements that he tried to make it racist at the end of the day, and I told you this was going to happen. We told you this days before when we made the statement this was going to happen. So the lawyer's going to be reaching out to you, send you a cease and desist order, tell you to shut your mouth. You make that statement again, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's not about race, you're a criminal. That's what it's about. Unfortunately, like I said before, if you're going to be filing for documents for court, you don't get this money back. The only way you get this money back is you win your case, and you'll get your money back. They got to pay it. The courts won't give you the money back. It's not going to happen. So I said before, some of the lighter charges we have, $100 here and there, we've already spent the money. Not a problem. We'll just deal with that as it goes along. But the more serious cases, they are definitely have to look into this to see whether or not if he has citizenship in the United States. Let me see. That right there is the document right now. Okay, we are requesting by certified mail for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Address is with the certified letter we made out to his address here. Address. To provide proof that our products did act in this peculiar way as he claimed on his channel. To provide proof that our products did act in this peculiar way as claimed on his YouTube channel. Now, if you notice, the video he shot, which was 6 days ago, this is when he's saying about being deported and all that stuff like that, you haven't seen anything else of him. You haven't seen any paperwork, nothing popping up, nothing at all, period, not a thing. 6 days went by. That's a 6-day-old video. That's it. We know Jamie. Jamie's the type of person that'll come out and try to be big and bad, but deep down inside, he's terrified, and he is. But he has to give off that kind of show, like, I'm not afraid of anything, this, that, and the other. But he's scared. I know, because like I said, I was with the process server the entire time on the phone, and they said he heard his voice in the apartment. He sent his wife to the door. She handled it. He was afraid to come to the door. So that's what he does. So he'll say some crazy statements saying, well, but keep in mind, Fernando, we made this statement before the 6 days. Because how else were you able to make this statement if I never said it? That's how we know. The reason why, because we never brought it up. We never brought it up when it came to the process server. We never brought it up when it came to the $175,000 we filed against you for defamation. It never came up anytime. The only reason why it came up because it was brought to my attention was somebody said, hey, look, you notice if this guy's legit or not? Because again, if he's not, they're going to deport him and you're going to be out a lot of money. So you might want to check. That's when we brought it up. So in order for you to make that statement, that means you have made that statement after I said it, which I said clearly it's not about race. You're a criminal, but we have to make sure we're going to get our money back. Or don't file it at all and let them handle it because, again, it'll be out of our jurisdiction. We won't have any say on this. So, again, with that being said, it was never about race, but you made it about race. I back up everything that I do. So, with that being said, Mr. Fernando, I said there on camera, crystal clear in its timestamp before you put out your video, which means you heard it afterwards in order for you to make that statement. Oh, you're a mind reader? You're not. You made it about race. So you have a document coming from a lawyer telling you to back it down and chill with that one. You have a letter you may receive from immigration if you are legit and your documents are correct. And you have another document, actually two more certified letters, one requesting black paint for this product over here, which is the Dark Star now, which you made these claims that it doesn't work, it's too dark, and all this stuff you made, and one involving the $500,000, which I'm doing right now. Now, like I said, you ignore it, doesn't make a difference to me. I have a process server at your front door, and this time, it'll involve your wife this time, because I can serve anyone in that building I want, over the age of 21. Which means now she's going to take on your nightmare. She's not going to have the freedom to go where she wants to, because there's going to be someone out there with a badge showing that they are an officer of the court or a person appointed of the court to take care of that business that we paid for them to go do. So she can't go to work because they'll be there. And she can't go to church because they'll be there. They will go anywhere and everywhere just to serve you. You've also brought that nightmare on yourself. So you figure it out. I have to do what I have to do to protect my company, and that's what I'm going to do. I sat there and made that statement. You think I'm not going to follow through? Oh, heck yeah, I'm going to follow through. How dumb can you be? This technology right here has a batch number sitting on top of it. And the only people who got it at the time are companies. So how would you have something that a company has from the door? And keep in mind, it's the same product that came out of the gallons that I've had sitting on the table. Mine was made from theirs too. So if anything, you're in a dark environment trying to say that our product came in that dark, and we've been in fully lit environments doing these demonstrations. I got people to vouch for my stuff in court. So unless that screen doesn't come out exactly the same way as you claim it does, you're in a lot of trouble. And that means you have committed fraud against my company on social media, which again carries a lot of jail time. So you figure it out. And again, as I told you before, people, when he says, you're not going anywhere, that fake move nonsense you do, we've seen that already. But again, the fake move where he tried to bring it up in court, he did a fake move trying to make it sound like he didn't live there anymore. You were still there. That's pretty sad. Fake landlord, fake lawyers, fake move. Not to provide proof that our products did act in the particular way as you claimed on your YouTube channel. Put this channel there. And if you change the name of your YouTube channel, this will not help you due to the fact that we can clearly show that this was your channel. You changed it at the last minute, and that means that you're showing evidence that you can't back things up. Or you're running. Now, like I said, Fernando, anybody else, if they were military, if they were priests, whatever they may be, whatever their credentials, lawyers love backing up. They got diplomas, doctors all over the walls, and they got all that stuff. They'll back it at 100%. Oh, you'll go to them and say, oh, you never went to school for law school. I really even aware? Boom, boom, boom. You even have people in the military that will pull out ID and go, here you go. This is where I served at. It's my ID. You know what I mean? They'll even show people that they served with. They have a picture in there somewhere, somebody they were cool with in the military, and they took pictures together. They back up their credentials. You, on the other hand, did not. And that video was 6 days old when you posted it, which means you never came up and showed anything at all. Just like Mr. Williams. Well, we came at him about him being a priest or a minister or a reverend. What do he call something today? I think he's a reverend. I call him a reverend too. He made these statements. And I asked him for those documents. And what did we get? Him ranting behind a Burlington Go factory. Doesn't sound like someone can back up something at the end of the day. So with that being said, that being 6 days old and you didn't show any documents after that, you don't have them. Because anybody else would have showed them green cards, whatever. Something, some kind of application form, something. All right then, good luck on that. Now, keep in mind, for those you understand, because Jamie wants to make this about race, at the end we told you he was going to do this. Jamie's being hunted due to the fact that he committed crimes. And you, Mr. Fernando, should not represent the Mexican people. You know why? Because you make them look bad. You do. Like I said, if I was a Trump supporter and you did this to me, well, I could have a field day with this. I can literally have a field day. I can literally start a campaign on why they shouldn't be here. My company was attacked. My mother was attacked. My family members were attacked. The addresses were docked. They even made threats about my cat. This would be pretty bad. They violated my copyrights, which are by the United States government. He committed perjury. This would be extremely bad if I was a Trump supporter. I can literally build a campaign around this one. If I was racist, as you claim I am. If I was racist, I can make one phone call Monday morning and have them at your front door, ready to go. If it was about race, it was about getting you deported and getting you out of the country. You made it about that because you're a Karen. You're a professional Karen. I sat there and made multiple statements, which I can show a judge, that I said, no, it's not about race. It's about him being a criminal. And if he does, we need to find out what his documents are, because we have to make sure that I'm going to get my money back in court. If he's a United States citizen, this is fine by me. This is even better, way better, because then I get a chance to see him in court crying and whining and whatever he's going to be doing in there, because he's going to be going through something. I get a chance to watch all that. I get to watch the judge give him a judgment on money he can't pay back, give him jail time that he can't serve. I get a chance to watch all that. I get my justice. I get my peace of mind. That's what I get. So yes, I hope 100% you're a United States citizen. I do. And as I said before on camera, many, many times, Mr. Fernando, how ignorant you are, and you claim how you're for your people, and you're not, because you have attacked people, customers of mine, that were Mexicans, and you have attacked them. Said all kinds of nasty things about them. No, you're for you and you only. That's what you are for. You don't represent, I'm pretty sure any of the Mexican community don't want you representing them, because you make them look bad. They're trying to get here to start a life, to do something positive with what they have. You, on the other hand, if you have paperwork, have been here for quite some time. And what did you do at the time when you were here? Commit crimes. You're making them look bad at the end of the day. And do we sit there and judge all of them because of you? Because somebody could easily do that. For what they've been through, they could easily do that. No, I never bring race into that. Because I don't see people at the end of the day. I don't see race at the end of the day. I see people. That's what I see. I got Mexican brothers over there by over there on Julian Street over there. That I hang out from time to time. I pop over to see how they're doing from time to time. Got Mexicans married into my family. I got good friends of mine that are Mexicans. So no, I'm not racist in any way whatsoever. If I was, Mr. Fernando, I could have ISIS on your doorstep on Monday morning. All I have to do is just put in one complaint. That's it. And just like that, they'll investigate you. It's not about that. It's about getting you in court to stand trial. We need to make sure your paperwork is legit. If it's not, and I cough out all this money, which is going to cost me a lot, I don't get that back. And the first thing they're going to say to me, Mr. Burrow, I'm sorry, you can't get the money back, blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, he's not documented, so he's out of your jurisdiction. And I'm like, I lost $1,000 on this mess. So that's the reason why we're going in to figure out whether your paperwork is legit or not. That's why. And at any time, I wouldn't care. And like I said, if it didn't spill over into these criminal activities you committed, and it was just a simple, basically us just talking back and forth, and that's it. And then I found out that you weren't documented. I don't care. It's none of my business at the end of the day. My business is to get you into a courtroom to pay for the crime that you committed against my family and against my company. That's what it's about. But you make it about whatever you got to do. Whatever gets you to today, Barbie. But I guarantee you one thing. If I can't get you in front of a court, in front of a judge, then the other thing is going to happen. And with the pending charges that you'll have against you, especially against copyrights, you won't be coming back. Because you can't come back. And that serves for anybody going in not just here, any country. If you went over there and committed crimes in that country, you get taken, you're not coming back there anymore. That's why some of these stars get banned. They get banned from countries. Literally, they can't come back. They're going to have to do something at the end of the day to make them go, well, you know, hey, we'll just give you one more chance. But chances on that is like really, really rare. Bitch. So, man, I'm tired of talking about this crap. I know people are tired of hearing about this crap. I want to settle this once and for all. As I told you before, I made this statement on camera. Anybody who feels the need to make false demonstrations about the product and say it's not legit and whatever, will send you out one of these letters, and that's what you're about to get. Monday morning, I'm sending it to you by certified. I have your tracking number for the letter. Everything's ready to go. We'll have everything out to you. You sign the letter. If what you can back up and you say is real, you sign it. I'll see you in court. Can't back it up, but you claim it does, it's going to cost you $500,000. You don't have that kind of money. We know that. If it's not signed, then we take it to civil court. And in civil court, we'll sue you for far more money, which would be roughly around almost $2 million. And then I'll have a process server. This won't be certified mail. This is a man that will come to your door like the last time, or woman, whoever they get. But this time around, Mr. Fernando, I'm going to make it so he can serve anyone in the house over the age of 21, which means your wife will get hit with that mess. And she didn't want to open up the door on the first one. So imagine she could leave the house at will because he'll just be hunting for you. No, it's different. I can serve anyone in the house over that particular age. So her being able to go to work, her being able to do the everyday things that she's been freely able to do, she's not going to be able to do that because of what you did. And that's going to cause conflict within your home. Because she's going to be pretty mad about that. Yeah, I told you, my man, it's best to mind your own business. I've said this multiple times to you on so many levels, and you don't listen. Some people are glutton for destruction. And that's what Jamie is. He's glutton for destruction. He doesn't learn anything. He's got this weird complex order where he thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do. I think he's been doing this stuff for a long time. Because again, everyone we showed those copyrights to and how many times you violate them, we said, what's wrong with them? Who would even do something like that and to be so bold about it? Even the people that I've showed this to that are Mexican descent, saying, what the freak is wrong with him? Like, is he slow? Is he mental? Is he take medication or something? Why would you do so? Why would you deliberately put yourself under the radar? Because I think what you have is called something called delusion of grandeur. You actually believe that, I think at the end of the day, that you're untouchable and no one can touch you and you can do whatever you want to do. Well, you're about to find out how real life is. And this is where it starts, Mr. Fernando. And like I said, unfortunately, your timing is extremely bad because now I do have to contact these people because it never dawned on me. It didn't dawn on me when I filed for the process server coming to your house. Did I ever mention anything about immigration? No, not one time. Never really dawned on me at all. And bottom line is, we can't get that money refunded. So basically, I already lost about $100 and something off of that because when the process server got there late, and even though we got the post, we didn't have time to basically put the request through. It wasn't enough time. It was too late. The office was closed. We lost that one. But we can always reopen the case. And I let it go for a little bit because I thought, hey, maybe he learned this lesson. We sent the process server to his door. Maybe he learned. Nothing. He just kept doing dumb stuff. So did I mention anything about immigration? No, we didn't, because we weren't even thinking about that. But now it is a topic that people now are thinking about more and more and more because it's all over the news. It's everywhere. So as I said before, Mr. Fernando, I didn't get my money back when I filed. We didn't get you into a courtroom because I let it go. So I lost $100 in that whole transaction. But I figured at the end of the day, I could have went in and I could have opened the case up and I could have filed again, right after, and hired the same person to come out. But I figured you probably learned your lesson. I figured you probably went in a different direction. Let's let it go. You know what I mean? Maybe you learned from that. You got another free get out of jail free card. And did you take it? No, you didn't take it at all. And I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? I would sit there baffled, like, what is really wrong with him? Why is he so, you want to go to jail, man? It's like you're begging for me to send you to jail. That's what it feels like. I'm like, my goodness, we're going to have to go back in and follow it. And this guy's going to end up going to jail. This guy, he really thinks he's untouchable. All right, then. So, yeah, we did all that, everything. He didn't take it, so guess what? Now we got to go back in and do it again and get all that done, get all that taken care of, and now your landlord's going to be contacted because I'm hiring an investigator to track your landlord down because now, for some reason, we can't track this guy. And we went here and here, the building and all that. I was over here. Landlords are responsible for tenants. They are. So, and what makes you more than anybody else, because most people say, well, you know, I'm not really responsible. Technically, you are for what goes on in the building. But what makes yours a little different, Mr. Fernando, your LLC sits on this property. That's why. That's why we can label him with it. And he can sit there and say, hey, I didn't know anything about that. I had no idea that he put that LLC on my building whatsoever. He could slam you with a lawsuit by saying, I never gave him permission to do that. You're going to have proof that he gave you permission. If you don't have it, you're in a lot of trouble, because they're going to turn on you. Won't stop us from suing him, but still, he could turn on you. Okay, so we have requested a by certified mail for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Your address right here, blah blah blah, apartment E, blah, 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 to provide proof that our products did act in this particular way, as he claimed on his YouTube channel. YouTube channel stated there, product. I mean, the product, specific product that he claimed that had this reaction. You're going to have to beat the batch number, Jamie. And this batch number on this product is very interesting. Let me see. Proof. On proof that our product. Let's put that right there. So 6 days since he made that video. And you try to make it sound like I was racist against you and all that stuff like that. Like I said, Fernando, if it was racist, I could have been had you taken care of a long time ago. I could have didn't get a background check on you that fast, that quick. Anytime I was doing any of these lawsuits and when we were filing against you, I could have hired someone to do a background check on you. I didn't care, because it didn't make a difference to me. I just need you in court, that's all. But now they're telling me at the end of the day, like, hey, you might want to do a background check. You may be running, might not get your money back, because if they deport them, you're not getting jack at all, period. Which means no lawsuit, no criminal charges, nothing, because we can't touch you because you're out of the jurisdiction. You're not even a citizen. I can't even come after you. Yeah. The deportation process is horrible. I watched it. It was hard to stomach that we treat people that badly. But hey, you know, nothing new. They just took a whole bunch of people, stuck them on a slave ship, you know, brought them over here to the United States and, you know, treated them like trash. Because, you know, if you watch most people see slaves on a boat, you ever look at the documentary of what went on the boat? It was horrible. Absolutely, absolutely horrible. And even worse with the Mexicans, they put them in zip ties. Stick them on a very big, huge plane and fly them over. You know how hot those things get in on the inside of those planes? Get really, really hot in there. And they ship them, they send them back over like cargo. Very disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. That's why I think they were sending them back to this one, I don't know where they were sending them to, but the guy ordered them to be sent back. If you're going to send them here, we want them on an airline, we want them on a plane, and they should be on a plane. Send them back on a plane. Get them out of those zip ties to begin with, number one. That's it. They deserve to be here. And I said that multiple times on camera, that I'm against deportation. I'm against the wall. I'm against all that. But unfortunately for Mr. Fernando wants to lump himself in with the good citizens of the Mexican community, saying, hey, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't violate the government. I didn't commit any crimes. I didn't stalk people. I didn't do any terroristic threats. I didn't do any of that stuff. I'm an innocent person, and I was just attacked. That's what you want to come up to be. You make your own people look bad. Let me see. Okay, did that. Let's see. Proof that our product, IOEG Quantum Black Star, acted, performed. Here if I say performed.
Here's the definition of perform: carry out, accomplish, or fulfill an action, task, or function.
Okay, Take that. Okay, look, give me the original folder, the folder right there. Folder. Performed in this peculiar way as claimed on your YouTube channel. Let's see. We dubbed your video, by the way, just in case you get rid of it. So we can't get rid of it. It's all pictures that have been taken, so we're good. Video shows Fernando Gonzalez explaining that our product came out so dark it was completely unwatchable and a scam. See? Anything we say, Jamie, anything we mention, you're all over. All over. Anyone can find you. You come up everywhere. So any one of these agencies, just type in your name and all your stuff pops up. And hide as you want. You ain't nowhere to go. I told you. Hide as you want. Yeah. Told you he'd be the first person I send one of these letters out to. Told you. He'll do something stupid, and he always does. He never learns anything. I know you're in the room right now. Are you in the room right now with us, Fernando? Pretty sure you are. Watch your mail. Some very interesting things are going to come to your apartment. But not only that, once they come there, next couple of days after that, watch your door. And I'll get that letter back in 3 days, and that's on a process server to make your life a living nightmare. You won't be to leave that house. That guy's going to wait for you outside like a pit bull. You ain't going anywhere. Neither you or her won't be going anywhere. Doesn't make a difference who we serve. Get one of them. Let me see. No, we have to go back to the other one. There's two of them. That's one we need right here. Okay, let me see. Statement due to the product and method direct. Okay, I want to create that statement already, side by side comparison, in which you made false statements that our products in the past and in the present of our products. Okay, about our products in the past and the present of our products, without ever. Let's see. False statements about our products in the past and in the present of our products without ever purchasing teams from our website. Advertised in accusations that should be here. There should be a separation there. That's a different. Our projector screen paint products are nothing more than scams. This will be shipped to the judge too. Judge will get a copy of this, and the lawyer. Or more than scams, and are designed to rip off consumers. We are requesting by certified mail for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. There's your address right here. Let's put this on here. Address right there. That's your address. To prove proof that our product, Black Starter product, performed in this particular way as he claimed on his YouTube channel. YouTube channel is stated. Backing his claim that he posted on social media. That's not backing. It's backing, ing. Backing. And that's supposed to be not capital. Backing his claim that he posted on his. Specify which social media. If you don't, they'll be like, well, which one are you talking about, Mr. Burr? Are you talking about this one or that one? Make it up. Which one you got? You got to, all that has to be thoroughly. Now, like I said, I'll have a copy of this for the judge. Everything's been copied and dated, so we have all that information. And the picture you showed of my face 6 days ago, I'll be filing another defamation lawsuit against you. And again, Jamie, this is why we have to contact ISIS, because we have to figure out whether or not you have papers. And again, all we have to do, I'll just go down to Allentown Police Department, take the document that I have that I've been doing, go walk over to them and say, hey, guy, did it again. They're going to give you another docket number, which is not the docket number, they're going to give you another charge for this. And what they're going to do is going to scan that picture and it's going to be attached to that charge. I'm going to go down to records. I'm going to grab the entire report, and then I'm going to contact ICE and go over to them and say, hey, look, we have a person of interest. We need to know whether or not they have documents to stand trial. Not that, hey, we think they're an illegal immigrant. We think you should investigate this. No. We need to know if they have documents to stand trial. So you don't get it mixed up. For some of you, you're thick-headed at the end of the day, doesn't process information correctly, Karen. We need information if you can stand trial. Before we go down the next stages of paying for the more expensive court fees, we need to know that we're going to be able to get you into a courtroom. And what they're going to do is they're going to take the docket number that we give to them. They're going to make sure it's legit. It is legit. We have evidence on you. There's pictures and stuff loaded of problems we've had with you and all kinds of crimes you committed. And they're going to do the background check to figure out if you are. There you go. That's how that one works. Do we have to give them a fake email? No, Mr. Fernando. They will have my real email and my phone number. All my information they will need. Because we're not like you who do false accusations against people and you put in false information because you don't want anybody knowing it's you. They will know who the heck I am. Because we need that information for court. If a person is coming after you, Mr. Fernando, and we were coming at you in the way you terms say we were racist, we wouldn't give them that information at all, period. Why would I would just come in anonymous? No, we need them to know who we are. I need them to reach back to me to let me know if I can get that verification so I can take the next stage. I told you at the end of the day, when I reach out to your landlord, I reach out to anybody. They will know who I am. We ain't got time to hide behind fake accounts. So that's the reason why you're not around for 6 days so far without showing proof or evidence. Like I said, I can't request it from you. It's against the law for me to request it from you, and I'm not requesting it from you. But I would think if I was being accused of something, I would think I would have documents. I would show them. And it's kind of strange that the last time you shot that video was 6 days ago and there's nothing else on you. Let me see. So that same video where you made the statement at, that's the video we're going to use against you. Another one for defamation. Because you posted my picture as a caption in that video. So now that whole video is evidence. There you go. Gee whiz Louise. All right, let's see. Backing in his claim that posted on social media. Okay. Make sure this is thoroughly so you can understand this. Now, if you don't understand this document, what you do is go to somebody, not to be rude, because he does not do well when it comes to paperwork, get someone to read it for you. It should be very simple. Back in his claim that he posted on YouTube. Advertising false statements about our company that our products are scams. This is kind of runs into the line of fraud. So what we're stating here that you committed fraud against my company, which that's what I'm going to file on you on Monday morning, fraud charges, and that's with the FBI. You know, they ask us that question. It does pop up. Do you know if he's basically has documents? And all I said, I don't know, because I don't care. Now I have to. I was going to say, but you don't have to. So you're going to tell me at the end of the day, I'm probably going to tell me at the end of the day that I don't have to do something, so I should allow you to keep on attacking my business. Because you don't understand anything else. We gave you 2 options to get out of it. You didn't take either one of them. Which, again, like I said before, your wife is going to get very upset over that, and she's more than welcome to reach out to us. We will talk to her, not you, because the way you've carried on and the way you act up, you're not mature. We'll talk to her. We'll explain the whole entire thing on why all this is happening, and how you had two options to get out of this mess. Let her know that that process server that she talked to at that front door, that we were going to basically let this go, but you kept attacking the company. So I don't think you're going to be married too long on that one. I'm pretty sure you lied to her and told her some other stuff at the end. I'm pretty sure you. Unless she knows and she's on board with it, then that makes it even worse. Because then, again, we have to file something else too on top of that. She's involved in it, she'll be hit with the lawsuits. But most people will pretty much jump ship on that one. Let's see right here. Okay, media advertising false statements about our company that our products are a scam. Let's see. Let's see. Penalties if not proven. Yeah, tapped it, didn't I? Bam. Penalties if not proven. Statement, agreement, penalties if not proven. There you go. That's a little bit more better. Right there. Statement, agreement, penalties if not proven. Let's see. Not proven. Let's see. Agreement. Let's see. Statement, agreement, contract. It's a statement, agreement, contract. Let's see. Statement, agreement, contract. Legal document that's records agreed to two or more parties and situation. Okay, legally binded these parties to this agreement. You sign this thing, you're locked in. So you know that. You don't sign, you're in a lot of trouble. So either way, you're screwed when these things hit you. Let me see. Both parties understand, acknowledge the terms and conditions. Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I've been through this already. Find out what these are. All right. Let's see. Contract agreement. Agreements. States that if Fernando Gonzalez, I have to put the full name down. States that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. See, you pop up. I just mentioned your name. You pop up on all kinds of stuff, man. Criminal charges filed against Jamie Fernando. Yeah, we get your docket numbers, everything. It's all here. They're gonna find you easy, man. Very easy. Yeah, all you do is mention your name and you pop up everywhere. That's why we did all that, man. We made a literally monster-sized carbon footprint of you. Of all the stuff you were doing. It's all documented everywhere. So if any agency that we go to, courtroom, whatever, the judge can even pull that up in a courtroom on her phone. And you know what made it easy? You just kept doing dumb stuff. You made it so easy for us. Like right now, you just posted my face on that whole nonsense. We could sue you again for that. And that's not going to go well because, again, You get any charge? You have something called, if you don't have paperwork, you have something called immigration violation, which means basically shows that you have committed crimes while you were here in the United States without paperwork. That's automatically deportation right from the door. And this stuff is all over the place on you. Can you go to get a judge to have this removed? No, you can't, because it's evidence. We literally have evidence on you doing this stuff. Now, say if I made all this stuff and none of this was true, we had no evidence on you whatsoever, yeah, you can get it removed, but he can't. Because we actually caught him doing it. It's the blacklist. A blacklist is literally one large website page of stuff, people getting caught doing stuff, catching them. Statement that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Okay, statement. Right. Let's see. A statement of agreement contract states that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. They spell his name differently. Okay, Gonzalez. Okay. Can't back up his claims stated on his YouTube channel. Against our product. So our product, our product against our product. Let's see. Will agree to pay my company in the sum of $500,000. I like doing documents. I love it. I love paperwork. You have no idea, I'm a paperwork junkie. I do. I love it. I used to hate paperwork. I got into paperwork because I told you my ex was an attorney. And I was seeing like the power of the pen was like, gee whiz. Like you can do all this stuff. Like, yeah, the power of the pen is mighty. It is very mighty. Very, very mighty indeed. And that's how I got hooked on all this stuff. I love this stuff, man. DBAs and all that stuff. Lights, I love that stuff. Matter of fact, that's why I spent a lot of time in zoning, because I found zoning fascinating. That, you know, you have to have all these rules and restrictions and requirements and stuff like that. And I just found all that stuff. That paperwork, nitty-gritty stuff. I like that stuff. Yeah, I design my own contracts and everything, man. Everything. And I got a bunch of friends that are attorneys, so I learned stuff from them. I told you, I learn from people as much as I possibly can. So let me see. So in order to write one of these things out, you have to know how to write at least the stuff he writes on his website. He never could do one of these things in a day. He'd have to hire somebody, which he should have hired somebody to do the website. He really should have. That website was horrible. I mean, everybody's going to make mistakes. It comes. No one's perfect. And some people do have perfect grammar at the end of the day. Immaculate grammar. But anyway, still, everybody's going to make mistakes, but not on that level at the end of the day. It's like a speaking spell wrote that thing. Let me see. And I kept telling him he spelled deliver wrong. I literally sat there and said, hey, man, you spelled deliver wrong. And he just he left it there. Because he didn't care. He didn't care about your products washing out all over the screen. Oh, and unfortunately, yeah, we're taking the deal. So, you know, that statement I made about basically moving up to a bigger company and all that stuff, yeah, we're taking the deal. So, yeah. Ugh, that's actually going to happen. Gotta appreciate it. Company people go everywhere and get more money. Let's see. We agreed to pay. Against our products. We're not paying that out. Against our black company. Product. Projector screen paint, because they're going to specify what is it. It's a projector screen paint. Okay. Statement agreement contract statement that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez can't fails to should be fails to well seriously Google it's not to ooh really getting that bad. It'd be interesting if freaking if the AI is delivery teaching people the wrong way to make us dumb us down. I kind of passed through my head because it put down the number 2. If you didn't know better, you were like, man. Actually, it would sharpen you on that much if you're trying to learn a little bit. That's why I got friends of mine that basically learning English and they go solve. They ask me a question like, what does I'm trying to get down? What does that mean? So I'll tell them like, look, this is the thing. There are going to be trick questions on there. Sometimes one word can mean 2 different things. So I'll give them a list of the words, like a cheat sheet to help them out and say, this is how it is. Saw could be I saw something, or saw could be that I saw something in half. They're both spelled exactly the same way. It's how it's worded. So if I said, you watch the spelling bee and they give them something to spell, they say, put it in a sentence so they know exactly what they're spelling. Because it can be off by one letter or something or anything. But yeah, like, you know, you see S-E-E-E, or I'm in the sea, S-E-A. So, you know, that's why they come and ask me questions like, yeah, that's what it is. And I explain it to them like, okay, cool. And I'd be like, okay, now teach me your language. And they start speaking like, nope. I can't do this. It's just too much. It's too much. Like I was trying to learn the Korean alphabet. Oh my goodness. The vowel system. I thought our vowel system was crazy. Like, oh, it's very easy. No, not what I just saw in that booklet. Oh, heck no. That's crazy, man. It's interesting. At the end of the day, the whole language barrier is a very interesting thing. You know, they consider our language to be hard. We consider their language to be hard. But the thing about it is, for people who speak Spanish already, you got one up on everybody else, because you literally, anyone coming in with a different language, you got one up already. You already know a different language. And you pick up the English language pretty quick. I mean, really, I've learned a person learn how to speak English or watching TV. You know, I've been watching Japanese anime for almost forever, and I have picked up jack. Nothing. Maybe I'm just one of those people that just don't absorb that kind at the end of the day, but I didn't pick up jack. But anyway, yeah, they learn 2 languages, and then I find out if you can speak another language, it's easier to understand other languages because, you know, you can pick it up better. Yeah. I'm like, you people, at the end of the day, with your amazing language, and I can't learn it for jack. All I know is the curse words. That's pretty much it. And I can't be saying those, so they'll get me in a lot of trouble. So, fascinated by, I'll sit back and listen to my Spanish brothers, Mexicans, and Dominicans all speak, and I'm just listening to them. I can understand little faint words here and there, but that's it. But I find it interesting when I hear them talk like, wow, that's crazy, man. It's like a whole another language right there, man. It's a whole another culture. I find it fascinating. I hear Italians speak. I'm like, wow, like, it's crazy. But I can't understand anything they're saying. And it's funny, and you look, and the reason why I find it funny and interesting, because it all started in the Bible. You know, we all spoke one language at one point. We did. We all spoke one language. That's what we spoke. I don't know what language it was, because mind you, we had Hebrew, and I was out. That's an ancient language. And then there's Old Hebrew, which is actually older than the original Hebrew. We had the Orthodox Jews and all that. So who knows what it was, what the first language was. You know, only time God's going to tell you which one it was. But anyway, it's probably in the old scrolls, or it's probably stated in one of them. Because if you look at the old scrolls, it's Old Hebrew. And it's a different form of Old Hebrew. So they all spoke the same language. And then on top of them, what happened was man all got together and said, hey, let's build this tower to reach heaven. And God leaned over and saw man building this tower and said, gee whiz. So that's what I find fascinating. So he sat there and said, there's nothing they can't do together. So he sat there and said that, and apparently he felt it was a dangerous thing. That's why he struck us and gave us different languages, because he knew it would be something dangerous that eventually we would use to destroy each other, probably even faster. But anyway, yeah, can you imagine you working on something and the next thing you know, you start speaking a different language, you understand what that language is, but the person next to you is looking at you like, what the heck are you saying? And he's talking back to you and you can't understand what he's saying. Like, what in the world? That's why they call it the Tower of Babel. Everybody was struck with a different language. So if you're struck with a different language, that means you can't be in their part of the world because you can't understand anything they're saying. And vice versa. So everybody went out to each of their own area, and that's how that all started with the different lands and all. It's right there in the Bible. But I thought that would be absolutely insane. You're sitting there 1 minute and you're sitting there right now and your girlfriend starts speaking Italian too. She don't understand anything you were. She's speaking Italian. You're like, wait, what? Yeah. Yep. But it's a gift when you have people that can understand multiple languages, because now that's a gift at the end of the day that you can do that, because at one point you would not be able to do that at all, period, because man was meant to learn different languages. Well, actually, everybody had their own languages, so I find it fascinating people can speak multiple languages. Okay, let me see. All right, black projection screen paint, failed to agree. Let's see, paint. Fail to paint. Failure. Okay. Failure to back up statement will result to. Failure to back up statement will result to. Result to failure to back up statement. On the screen painting. Okay, failure. Right. Failure. Failure. Okay, failure to back up statement will result to take it out. Agreeing. And my company in the sum of $500,000. Due to not being able to back up claims made on social media. Due to not being able to back up claims on social media. Now, Mr. Fernando, you have an LLC, right? LLC is limited liability, which means bottom line is it keeps us from suing you, right? So, problem is it's going to come up about this LLC. And this is where we're going to bring in other stuff involving that the perjury and what you did with the LLC. That's going to lead to another problem you're going to have. But it is going to come up. Because in the documents we have, has your company on your information, and your company's actually in the documents for court. Like the for criminal charges, yeah, his company's in there. So that's going to all come up. The process server, yeah, come to your front door, all that stuff, all those, yeah, all that too. Let me see. Oh, he's doing giant aquariums. Ooh, look at that. You know what that is, right? When we get time, we'll show it off. That's the aluminum screen over there. All right, let me see. Do it on a 50 lumen projector. That's what we test them on, 50 lumens in 40 lit environments. But anyway, let's go from here. YouTube channel down again. YouTube channel made on social media. YouTube channel Crow BH76. Let's see. Better way of putting it. Let's see. Should be time to let's see. Time given to acknowledge agreement. Time given to acknowledge agreement. Time given to acknowledge agreement. Agreement. So, legal time frame. This is what it is. Like I said, Mr. Fernando, I know a little bit about law. Way more than you do. Because, again, I had to learn all this stuff. So everything I speak, actually, AI knows right from the door. It's called a legal time frame. That's what you got. We're going to get to you. So within a time given to acknowledge agreement, it's called a legal time frame. Your legal time frame is 3 days to have that document signed. Now, it could go, you can send it by snail mail, but as long as we have a tracking number showing where it's going, we're good on that. That means you're going to agree to come in court with me, and you're going to take that video we have a document recorded on, you talking in the video, and you're going to basically back up that the product we have here in a fully lit environment where you sat in the dark did exactly in your video. But you can't back this up. Now mind, it's the same person we asked for our paint. Remember, we sent out a certified letter requesting paint to do YouTube live demonstrations. We never got anything back from them. So we know you can't back this up. I know you can't back it up. You know you can't back it up. We're going to send it out to you. So if you don't, then you're just going to be in a lot of trouble. Because as I said before, this right here is just going to be a lawsuit for $500,000. But if that 3 days pops up and we have to get a process server to come out to your door, now it's going to involve a $2 million lawsuit and fraud against my business. Because we're going to file criminal charges on you. I'm going to wait the 3 days for you to get that back from you. If I don't get that back in 3 days, I'm going to go down and file criminal charge against the FBI against you for basically committing fraud against my company for making false statements that are not true. And I'll have a document showing that we sent it out to you, a copy of it, with tracking numbers showing we never got that document back, which proves that you can't back the product up in any way whatsoever, so you're open for it. It's better than a cease and desist order. It really is. Much better. Much better. All right, let me see. Go from here. That should be right here. This is time given, which you should have this legal time frame. No, give me what I asked for. Is it there? Legal frame. Now, for those people saying, well, you can't. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I told you. You can sign it to a napkin at the end of the day. As long as that person signs it, it can be held in court. Now, if he decides not to sign it, my name will be on it. It'll be notarized. I'll send it right over to him. The other one will sign with my name on it, too. I'll send it right over to him. All he's got to do is sign it. That's it. Now, we've been through this already, Mr. Fernando. I don't know why you're still making these videos. You do know that we requested black paint from you and you never sent it over. So again, you got yourself, you painted yourself in a nice little small corner again. Let me see. Get that, time given to acknowledge the agreement. legal time frame. Will be 3 days once the certified letter has shown it has been delivered at location. So the minute that letter pops up, that's when it starts. We can show confirm your item was delivered. The letter was there. You're the only one that can sign for it. Let's see. Time given to acknowledge agreement under legal time frame. Let's see. Will be 3 days once the certified letter has shown it has been delivered at location. By United States Postal Service certified mail. Penalties if failed to apply 2-3 days. Penalties. Failure to apply. Penalties. Failure to apply. What is longer? Penalties if failed to apply to penalties if failed to apply to proof of statement agreement. Proof of statement agreement. You think I'm making all this up? No, it's right there. Proof of statement agreement refers to a document that's evidence that establishes the existing terms of an agreement between parties in which it's used and so forth. It basically just states at the end of the day, you're just going to have to back up at the end of the day what you just said. That's it. Now, if you can't sign it, you're doomed. You signed it, you're doomed. Either way, you're doomed. Unlike when you get a cease and desist order, however you say it, back and forth, whatever, they tell you what they're going to do to you in that letter. Say, hey, look, we need you to remove da-da-da-da-da in a certain amount of time, or stop speaking about it, stop talking about it, whatever. And if you don't, we're going to sue you for this amount of money. That's what they're going to say. This one's different. This one's going to tell you you are going to get sued for that kind of money if you don't basically sign that agreement, because you made the statement. So we have to have the evidence showing that you made this statement. And if we have the evidence showing that you did this, then we can basically draw one of these up. It's saying you will have to sign this in order to back up your claim. Because again, if you're going around making these videos about people's products, you should be able to back it up 100%. Right? All right then. Now you want to be Mr. You see, you're like the Wile E. Coyote, man. You do the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. And you really think at the end of the day, this is really actually going to work. But it just ends up into catastrophe every single time. And you think he would learn. You get blown up multiple times, dropped off a cliff, have heavy objects dropped on you, Advils, you name it, all kinds of stuff happens to the coyote. Well, you give up, and he just keeps on self-destruction. It just got to a point, I think Roadrunner now is just finding it quite interesting and entertaining, just watching him blow himself up. And that's really what you have become. Wile E. Coyote. There's like so many theories behind the Wile E. Coyote. It is. There's so many theories behind, which is quite fascinating. Besides a roadrunner being chased by a coyote, there's other things behind that, and the purpose of why the coyote is actually chasing the roadrunner. If you watch the first episodes, Wile E. Coyote is supposed to be a genius, something that you are not, Mr. Fernando. We would never give you credit for that. But anyway, the Wile E. Coyote comes up to the roadrunner, explaining to him with a business card, like, look, man, I'm a super intelligent guy. There's just no way in the world you're going to win this. Here's my business card right here, just to let you know who I am. I'm in the neighborhood, and I'm planning to eat you. So that's what he did to Roadrunner. And the Roadrunner, find out being a simple creature, is actually far more intelligent than the coyote. But the coyote sees this goofy Roadrunner running a beep beep all over the place and thinking that, yeah, this is going to be easy to conquer. Yeah, he didn't realize the Roadrunner is smarter than he is. And now, at one point, it gets to a point where he starts to realize that he's smarter than me, and now I got to prove that I am better than him. So he keeps developing more and more, but he keeps failing every single time. And now it's gotten to the point, it's not even about eating this guy, it's about conquering him, to show that he's smarter than this Roadrunner. That was the theory behind the whole thing. A lot of people didn't. Some people didn't pick that up. That's what it became. It became an obsession to show that there's no way in the world this simple creature can be smarter than me. That's impossible. But it is. He's smarter than the coyote. And he's just a simple creature. The coyote just can't figure it out. All right, penalties. It failed to apply to proof of statement agreement. Okay, penalties. It failed to apply to proof of statement agreement. Within the 3-day legal time frame. Within the 3-day time frame. Of delivery of the certified document. To make sure it's all stated, because you can say when would the document have to be delivered? Is it tomorrow? Or is it, you have to, all that has to be stated. And as you notice, everything I say, right there. There's no something that pops like, do you mean? No, I've done these before. I've done these before against people. Like I said, I've been around. I didn't just start my business. I've been around. I've done these before. I've taken people to court on documents such like this. Mr. Fernando, I'm quite familiar with the courtroom. You're not. Let me see. Penalties. It failed to apply to proof of statement agreement within the 3-day legal time frame. Delivery of certified document. Will result to a $2 million lawsuit and charges for fraud against our company. Will result to a $2 million lawsuit and charges. I'm going to put down criminal charges for committing fraud against our company. Will result to a $2 million lawsuit and criminal charges filed. Getting real for you, Mr. Fernando? Pretty sure you're in the room watching this. Like I said, that process server I sent to your door, the people I'm going to hire, they're way worse than he is. They're going to get that job done. I'm even going to put in a bonus how fast they can get you. or either one of you. It doesn't make a difference who they serve. I want to make sure you're served. The reason why we're not going to post it to your door, Mr. Fernando, is because I want you to understand that you're not leaving that apartment. Neither one of you will leave that apartment. Because again, if you do, you're going to get served. So you got to figure something out. And these people will sit across the street with a telescopic lens and watch you. They're good at the end of the day. I know, I dealt with one. I actually had a friend deal with one. When the lawyers who basically did something wrong with a discovery, and clearly showed that he took some money. We know, we saw it. And he had a process server come to my door to basically try to bully me to sign a document saying he had nothing to do with it. And the process server was persistent. He was coming like almost every day. So how I cleaned it up? Well, I had a lawyer already step in to tell him to back down because he had no business having that processor at my door. But the processor was a bit of a hard-head. He didn't want to listen. So I walked outside. I had a Bible in one hand, and I had my martial art uniform in the other. I said, how do you want to play this out? I can put it in God's hands, or I can come outside and I can beat your brains out. How you want to go about this? And he walked up the porch. I never saw him again. Some people only understand brute. You got to be brutal with them. Now, you want to take the chance to find out whether I'm trained or not? That's a little decision that pretty much becomes too late once the fight starts. Once that arm gets snapped, you get struck in a way that you know that a person's trained to fight, it's too late. You're already in it already. It's like entering an asteroid field, you know? You look at it from the outside, whoo, that's a bit of a doozy, but I think I can pass it. And you find out that's a lot worse than you thought when you entered it, and there's a good chance that you're going to maybe get destroyed in the process of flying through this thing. There you go. It's one of those things. He wasn't supposed to be there to begin with because my attorney already put that information out that he was not supposed to be there, and he didn't listen. I even posted it on my mailbox so he could read it that he's not supposed to be there. He was harassing me. So you want to harass me? You want to break the law? I'll go out there and whip your behind for it. So you got a choice. You take this one or this one. Which one you want to do? And he walked off the porch because I knew you were breaking the law. Now, if he wasn't breaking the law and he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, that would have been a threat against him. You could have had me locked up. But no, I knew he was breaking the law. He was not supposed to be there. I know why that lawyer had him come out there, because he was trying to bully me to get me to sign those documents so he wouldn't end up getting investigated and lose his license. Because that's a horrible thing to go through a lawyer for a lawyer to lose a license. It's no joke trying to get those things back. And he did lose one. He lost a license before. I found that out later on. Lawsuit charges, let's see, lawsuit and charges for fraud against a company. Let me see. Penalties that fail to apply to proof of statement agreement within 3 days, legal time frame. Delivery of the certified document will result. Capitalize crap out of that one, did we not? Result in the filing. In the filing. Now, Fernando, I know for a fact that you're going to laugh at this and take this as a joke. No, please do. Remember what I told you when the process server came to your door. What did I say? Take it as a joke. Go ahead. But you were cowering in the kitchen somewhere while your wife was handling that business, because you should have been out there handling that business and you wasn't. I even had the statement. I'm going to dig up the statement. They got to document everything on the statement, on exactly everything that happened when they were there. All the pictures and stuff of this building, inside, outside, the gate, they got everything. And they sent everything over to us. So I can show proof that that process server was there. And I'll be sending it out to your landlord once we track him down, because for some reason he does not want to be found. I'm trying to find this guy. 3 days they're going with document and what results into the following of $2 million lawsuit and criminal, and lawsuit and, it should be a lawsuit and, this is mixed up here. Filing of a $2 million lawsuit and let's see, charges for fraud against our company, and it should be, it shouldn't be here. There should be and criminal charges file for fraud against our company. I think it's 20 years to get against our company. What is the penalty in court if you found committing fraud against the company? What time it is? Company. Imprisonment sentence significant. What's the time for significant sentences? Restricting results factor lawsuits. Let me see better. How much time can you get in jail for committing fraud against the company? So basically, let's see, time frame committing fraud against the company can vary greatly depending on the severity of the fraud, which we have a lot of stuff. You have a history of you doing this. So money involvement, of course, they were suing you for that. Jurisdiction, but a misdemeanor conviction can result to a year in jail, while a felony conviction, which you're going to get a felony because, again, you've been doing this for quite some time, can lead to multiple years in prison, potentially reaching 20 years. So this is going to be pretty bad. So we're just going to put down in right here, convictions could result. So you can get an understanding that we're making this crystal clear for you to understand. Let's see. Let's go with Mr. Meager. This is what we have here. I started up to be a small document. Right now it's boom! We write these things out. You have to be thorough about these things. And punishment, let me see. Let's see. Please note if you are found guilty on fraud against our business. You can face legal consequences, including potential criminal prosecution, civil lawsuits for recovery of damages. Told you, buddy. You better beat up back. When that letter gets there, buddy, you better sign it. See you in court. You don't sign that thing, man, and we bring the other one in, it's going to get nasty for you, man. I'm telling you. You already know, Fernando, you can't go anywhere. We know where you're at. We know where you lay your head. Heck, I even know where you work at. All that information. They ain't know where to go. Remember, next, you don't learn anything. Didn't you do this multiple times to get... Oh, forget it. You don't learn nothing. He don't. I couldn't imagine people that had to raise you at the end of the day. You're just a hard-headed person at the day. You don't learn nothing at all. Nothing, not a thing. I'm not going to lecture you because you don't know any better already. What's the point? What is the point? You don't learn anything. If you think this is not going to go in, Mr. Fernando, I'm going to show you a tracking number Monday morning. This is a holiday, but hopefully it's not. But I'm going to show you a tracking number Monday morning. All right, let's see. Please note. Please note. Oh, no, we need this. We need this in the front. Okay. This has to be in the front. Please note. Let me see. Please note. Let's see, please note. Please note if you are found guilty on fraud against our businesses, our company, our businesses, a misdemeanor conviction could result into a year in jail, while a felony could lead to multiple years in prison, potentially reaching 20 years. We can get you 20 years easy. I can easily do that. That's no problem. We got so much stuff on you doing that black paint nonsense. It's not even funny. We can easily get you 20. Please note that we will be hiring a process server to handle this matter. Process server, as we did the last time, Mr. Fernando. Please note we will be hiring a process server in your state, because it has to be. We have to hire. That's what we did last time. We hire a process server in a state. I might go with the same person. I might just hire 2 of them. We hired 2 of them. That'd be much better. We get 2 of them. One already knows the lay of the land. He meets up with the other one. So we'll get a process server in there. We get 2 of them in there. So that way, we get 2 process servers in there. So I can switch them up and we'll get familiar with them, figure out which one's which or whatever. But don't make a difference. We'll get 2 of them in there. It's like $100. That's pretty much. So, anything else you want to talk about when it comes to our products? Make this a little more interesting? Stupid. I literally just said this on camera. Like, is anyone going to be dumb enough to do this? And here comes Mr. Doo-doo-doo. He don't learn jack for jack. As dumb can get. Product is backed up on every level you could possibly think of, and he still does the dumbest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't wait for the judge to see the batch number on this thing. Man, that is going to be brutal for you, man. You know how hard it is to try to get around a batch number verification? Yeah, it's impossible to get around these things. What are you going to say to the judge? I don't test my stuff? That's not going to go well. I test everything we got over here. In every place I test. What are you going to do? My credibility is better than yours. You don't even have your website anymore. We got so much dirt on your company at the end of the day that you cheated on all kinds of freaking levels. You did it. Yeah, trust me, it's a lot. He didn't have a license to sell in the state of California. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. He wasn't supposed to be doing. That ain't nothing. I told you, we got documents on you, Mr. Fernando, that, again, just because I don't broadcast it in a live stream doesn't mean we don't have it. We got stuff on you for days. We call them black boxes. They're designed to seal your fate. So whatever time you're going to get in there, you see a black box in there somewhere, that means there's evidence in there you don't even know about. It's designed to put that final nail in the coffin where there's no way out. You're going 6 feet under, man. You're not getting out of this one. There's no way to escape this. I know you have lied and manipulated your way through life and did all kinds of stuff, but you know what they say in life? One day you're going to bump into the wrong person, and you bumped into me. I'm going to seal your fate. So I told you again, when you said moving on to bigger and better things, what did I say in the statement? He doesn't have anything. There is no moving in bigger and better things. 2 things going to happen to him. Either he's going to be deported, or bottom line is he's going to jail over here in the United States for the remainder of his life that he's on this earth. Because, Jack, again, you're 49 years old. You get 20 years. Yeah, the average lifespan, we don't even live that long as men. We're lucky if we reach 80, 90. So whatever time we have here on this earth, if you're in your 40s or 50s, that time becomes also more precious than when you're 16, when you're younger. Because you're closer to that line. You're closer to ending up in that situation where you can pass off this earth very easily. And you took the remaining of your time that you have left over, and you're going to be spending it inside of a jail cell. Now, the good thing about it is you get deported, at least at the end of the day, you're free. You know, charges or whatsoever. The only thing about it is you can't come back. So if your wife was born here, she can stay here. You can't. Your kids can definitely stay here because I'm definitely sure they were born here. Definitely 100%. I know that from the door they were definitely born here. They can stay here. If your mother doesn't have any criminal charges, they can put in, I forgot what it was, that they can request for her to come over here. If she was, let's say she was. They can request. You can't, because you got pending charges in the United States of committing crimes. You can't come back. So it's going to hurt a lot. But you can't get on YouTube and cry, which you probably are. Oh, you know, he's doing this to me. And, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing wrong at all. All right. Save the crocodile tears for court, buddy. That's where you're going. Let's see. 3 days. One certification. Please note, if you are found guilty on 4 charges against our business, a misdemeanor conviction can result up to a year in jail, while a felony conviction could lead to multiple years in prison, potential reaching 20 years or more in federal cases. So yeah, they can reach up to 30 years. They can go up there. Please note that we will be hiring a process server to handle this matter in your state. Okay. I can add this into one sentence. Now, again, Jamie, I explain this to you because you're a child. So any way you can explain things to you, because you are a child. You're a grown man. You're 49 years old. And you're doing this kind of dumb stuff. And meanwhile, I have to write all this stuff out to get you ready for court. That's the difference between me and you. You're a child at the end of the day. So that's how we have to do things. You're going to take it as, and this is how you do, because you always wear your emotions on that sleeve of yours, that, oh, he's doing this because he's upset and angry. Jamie, if I was upset and angry, like I said, I can make a phone call. That's it. That's all it takes. That's it. It's not about that. You committed crimes against my company, did you not? All right, then. That's what we're doing. We're handling that business. You know what kills me? He's one of those people that will do something, get arrested, and be in the back of the car screaming, what did I do? What did I do? Like 6 people saw you literally walk into a McDonald's with a loaded gun and rob the place. And you're going to ask me, what did I do? I don't belong back here. He's one of those people. He is definitely one of those people you see. I'm like, gee whiz, I just watched this person rob a bank. He's in there screaming, what did I do? I don't belong back here. What am I doing back here? You're like, okay, sure. Let's see. Okay. Certified letter, signature, confirm information. A lot of stuff, ain't it? Yep, gotta write all this stuff out, people. Certified letter, signature, confirm information. I still gotta run this past my people so I can read through it, make sure I got everything in here. Pretty sure I did. And then we have to go through a spelling check on this thing. I'm curious to see how many I got wrong. I like that game at the end of the day. How many did we get wrong? You know, it's a perfect spelling check. Hotmail. Perfect. Perfect. Let me see. Certification, letter, signature, confirm information. Let me see. Certificate information. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely not the right one for that one. Nope, that's not it either. There we go. Note that certified signature letter can only be signed by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. I'm going to check your name to this. Here we have here. Gonzalez. I got to find for your name is spelled incorrectly, so I'm going to go back and check that again. Because we have it spelled correctly on documents. I want to make sure, because sometimes the system spells your name wrong. So we have to check all that out. signature can only be signed by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. So if you sign anyone's name to this, there's going to be a penalty behind that one too on top of that. Which you're going to write in there. Penalty for putting someone else's name on it and sending it back. Cover everything, Mr. Fernando. Everything. Oh, Samsung phone died. Let that thing. Hey, that. Yeah, Bluetooth it back over. Oh, let me finish this document, man. You know, while I'm in the role of doing documents, I might just do the beta testers because we got to do them next. We're done for the gamer paint. We really got to have contracts for them. So, man, these things are never freaking. I want to write a few things. You know, writing all this stuff at the end of the day. It has to be in there. Then I got to send it past a lawyer. They got to look over and got to put their 2 cents into it. Yes, it's been interesting. So we got, let me see, address. Let's see, address to, let's see, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, his address, so forth. Okay, by signing this document, you are fully aware and eligible of the actions and the proof of the statement, agreement, contract obtained, and you are willing to accept all consequences, terms, and conditions of this policy. If you cannot back up your statement on which you stated about our products on your YouTube, social media channel, posting that, and other platforms, you will be subject to all consequences of this contract agreement. You lock them in, we know what we're doing. You are subjected to all consequences of this contract agreement. Or we'll put that as what it's called. I don't play around, man. I know my stuff. You will be subjected to all consequences of this contract agreement. Please note, failure to agree to the agreement will result to higher penalties and jail time. Please note, failure to should be disagree. Failure to disagree. Let's clean all up in there. Now, if you're saying that everybody, no one's forcing you, man. You made the statement. Back it up. So if you're saying that my dark star quantum, my technology over there is too dark and doesn't read, you back it up. I don't want any crying. If he cries about this, you already know from the door what's going to happen to him. It's going to be bad. So you better not, man. This ain't no freaking cease and desist order. This is a whole different type of document. And yeah, we can stand it in court with no problem. Because we can charge you for everything you just did right there. Any statements you made, I can charge you for it. So, you know, you better figure it out when it gets there. I'm going to have that tracking number and everything ready to go. And it's designed that only you can sign for it. So it's stated that nobody in the building can sign for it. Your wife can't sign. No, only you can put your signature there. It's all stated there. So if anyone else, yeah, there's going to be problems. Going to have problems with that. They can get problems. So they can get charged for that. Can't sign if a certified document is meant for that person. Can only be signed by that person. You get in a lot of trouble for that. Let's put that penalty too up there for signing certified documents without being the person who has the ability to sign the certified document. Let me see. Now, they can give authorization that other people can sign for, but no. Let's see. Please note. Note. I'm going to put down note. Note. No, failure to agree to the failure to agree to the proof of statement agreement. Proof of statement agreement. Not to. Okay, failure to agree to the agree to the proof. Once you write contracts for overseas, they're doozy. I've done those. Those are real doozies. That's a whole lot of stuff you got to go through. Let's see. Note failure to agree to the proof of statement agreement. Will result to higher penalties, and jail time. Higher penalty. Lawsuit judgments. Higher penalties. Okay. Will result to higher penalties and lawsuit judgments. Strong possibilities. Strong possibilities of lengthy.
Here's the definition of lengthy, especially in reference to time of considerable or unusual length, especially so as to be tedious.
Lengthy jail time. Because that's what they hit. Those fraud charges carry that. Possibility of. Saying about that cough there of lengthy jail time. And mind you, like I said, Mr. Fernando, you made the video, right? So that means you can back it, right? You wouldn't come on YouTube and lie and make false statements that are not true, right? You wouldn't do that, would you? All right then. So sign it when it gets there. You cry about it, I guarantee you. You ever heard when your parents say something, you're acting up a car, you want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about. You trust me when I say that. I would literally give you something to cry about. So I would advise you sign that document and see me in court. I'll get it notarized. I'll sign it and I'll send it right to you. Let me see. Okay. Certification letter signature, confirm information. Note that the certified signature letter can only be signed by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez and not by other occupants in the building or the apartment E of his residency. I know my stuff, man. I told you, I know this stuff. That's what you're dealing with at the end of the day. Somebody who's a paper pusher at the end of the day that knows how to basically get around. I know how to do my job at the end of the day. I know both sides of the business. I know the paperwork and doing all this stuff, and I do it all, everything. So when I tell you that, if I walk in a courtroom with you, you're done. I'm not joking around with you. I'm not one of them street thugs at the end of the day that don't know how to speak properly. And I'm saying all street thugs, but I got some friends at the end of the day. I just be questioning like, man, you have two of these at the end of the day? Like two facades, like you talk like this when you're street, because I talk thug in the street when I'm around my people. I'm like, hey, today, gentlemen, we're going to do so and so and so. I talk within my area, but I'm going to be around my people. That's how I talk. I'll be me. That's who I am. But in business, I can't talk that way. I got to talk proper. I got to talk a certain way. So there's two friends of mine that are straight up hardcore thugs, and no, what they is what they is. At the end of the day, I still love them. At the end of the day, they're still my people. You'd be like, you're so fake, miss. You're so fake, Kenneth, talking in your proper voice. Oh, that's what he said. Then they teased me about it. I said, yeah, but I can switch it back and forth. He said, yes, but I'm true, man. I'm true. It's just how I am. He's a funny dude. But anyway, yeah, I know, Fernando, how to navigate that whole world of all this complex paperwork and all that stuff that you struggle so badly on a LLC statement due date, which is super easy to do. Yeah, I understand this stuff. All right, let me see. Boy, we got a lot going on in here. You freaking contracts are like 10 pages. I'll do you 10 pages from back to front. You literally have to have that much information. There's jurisdiction. There's oh man, there's just so much stuff, man. You got to write down, man. You'll be there for a couple of days. Ooh, look at the contract. This is gonna be a few pages. Okay, address and you got to go to a spelling checker. I got to go pass this to the lawyers and so they can look over it, so they can add their 2 cents to it. I'll put into it. Let me see. Address, statement today. No, penalty, jail time. Let's see, right through jail time. Jail time. If found guilty. We put that down there. It's a humor. So you know that if there's strong, substantial evidence against you, and they put down if found guilty, you're guilty. You're done. And you already know from the door what's coming. But they put that down there anyway. Because there's strong time. If found guilty. If found guilty. All right. Let me see. Let's go through this thing at the end of the day. Process proof of statement agreement to who it may concern. To who it may, not may concern. This is why you gotta look through stuff before you write it down. May concern, because freaking Google was some jacked up stuff. To who it may concern. To it may concern. And why do we have so many capitals? Oh, seriously. And Google's writing like crow. You know, these capitals are supposed to be in the beginning of the sentence. Okay. To whom it may concern, this statement. This statement of agreement letter has been issued for name Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Address. His address is right there. This is a certified. This certified letter has been sent to you due to statements that you have made on your YouTube channel, Crow. This is supposed to be an underscore. There we go. Let me see if we got that right. Yeah, B8776. Making statements that our new product, ILEG Quantum Black Star, came out too dark that it was completely unwatchable compared to a white and gray screen, side-by-side comparison. In which you made false statements about our product, in which you made false statements about our product in the past and in the present of our products with our present. Make sure we get the right present of our products without ever purchasing teams from our websites. Let's see, website advertising using advertising website. Okay. So. Let's see. Let's see. You put down here on the break on this one. Let's see, website. Advertising. Advertising association that our product themed, our product theme paints are nothing more. Advertising. I don't like the way that piece is off. Advertising and associating. Advertising. That company and products are scams and are ripping people off. advertising that are that our company and products are scams and are scams. Our products are scams and are ripping people off. Let me see. Should have kept that with one sentence. That'd have been perfect with the one sentence where it was at. Let's leave this here. It was perfect right where it was at. Let's go with advertising that are products. Advertising that are projector screen paints products are nothing more than, you got that done twice there. Nothing more, and this should not be here either at all, period. That needs to be removed. Should be nothing more than scams and consumers. That's better. We are requesting requesting by certified mail for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, address again, to provide proof that our products, IOEG, Quantum Black Star, performed in the particular way as he claimed in his YouTube channel. That channel posted again, backing his claim that he posted on his YouTube channel, social media, advertising false statements about our company that our products are scams. Right there. Statement, agreement, penalty, if not proven. Statements, agreement, contract states that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez can't back up his claim if it should be if he can't back up his claim that was stated on his YouTube channel against our products, screen paint, projector screen paints. Can't. So you have to add something that if he can't, let me see how he wrote this. If he cannot back up his claim that was stated on his YouTube channel against our products, the IOEG Quantum Black Screen Paint, failure to back up statement, okay, it should be one. Failure to back up statement will result. Statement, let me see. That should be worded a little better. Screen paint, failure to back up. That should be all one word then. Why you have it that way? Failure. Screen paint, failure to back up statement will result to agreements and paying my company in the sums of $500,000 due to not being able to back up claims made on a social media channel. So okay. Statement, due date provided. Statement, agreement, contract states that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, if he cannot back up his claim that was stated on his YouTube channel against our products, the IOG Quantum Black projector screen paint, failure to back up statement will result to agreeing and paying my company the sum of $500,000 due to not being able to back up claims made on the social media channel. Again, posted there again. Time to acknowledge the agreement under, time given to acknowledge the agreement under legal time frame. with will be with which is it, which will be if it will be, I'm trying to figure which will be 3 days once the certification letter has shown it has been delivered at location by United States Postal Service certified mail. Penalties: fail to apply to proof of statement agreement within 3 days. 3 days legal time frame. Delivery of certified document will result in the following: fee of a $2 million lawsuit and criminal charges filed for fraud against our company. Let's see. Please note, if you are found guilty on fraud against my business, meter conviction and results in up to 1 year and 1 year in jail, while felony conviction could lead to multiple years in prison, potentially reaching 20 years or more in federal cases. Okay, please note federal cases right here. Cases, period. Let's put down here, please note. There, please note that we will be hiring a process server to handle this matter in your state. Certified letter signature confirm information. Note that the certified signature letter can be only signed by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez and not by other occupants in the building or apartment E of his residency. Address to Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Address again posted. By signing this document, you are fully of the actions that this proof of statement agreement contract obtains, and you are willing to accept all consequences, terms, and conditions of the policy. If you cannot back up your statement on which you have stated about our products on your YouTube, social media, Crow, blah, 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 it's on channel BH76, and other platforms, you will be subjected to all consequences of this contract agreement. No failure to agree to the proof of statement agreement will result to higher penalties, lawsuits, judgments, and stronger, possibly lengthy jail time if found guilty. That good enough? There you go. Ah, Mr. Fernando, you didn't believe I had a big old brain up here, did you? Da, 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 da. See, difference between you learn nothing about life. Me, I absorb everything around me. So I dated some very powerful women. I dated some women that were lawyers and doctors and all that stuff. I read all their books. I like to read their books and stuff. I like to be around, I prefer to date very smart women. I like women that are smarter than me because I can learn from them, see? And if they're not smarter than me, I study them because somebody's always got something that I don't know that I can learn. You ever see Mega Man? How he reacts, he grabs something, it becomes a part of him, he uses it as a weapon. Bam! That's what I do. Knowledge is power. I know how to write stuff down. All that good stuff. Now, let's see how much of this we got wrong. This is the fun part right here. All right, now we got to put down here, which will be signature.
Signature around Allentown. Here you go.
That's why when I read through the emails, I'm like, seriously? Like, where did you guys graduate from? How do you not? I know the other one, basically, we know Williams is. Williams' handwriting is freaking trifling. It is trifling. He can't spell for Jack. Even if he did know how to spell, he wouldn't even know how to spell properly because he doesn't know how to spell at all, period. That's the Jack the part about it is. Some people who don't know how to spell something can Google it. They can get an idea how it's spelled. They even know how it's worded to be able to use it. Sometimes I got to go correct because Google will actually say it wrong, or basically they put the grammar in correctly, and I got to go back and do it. But at least I know enough to know this. But you got some people, even if you were to say it in a sentence, they still wouldn't understand it. Williams' writing is horrible. It's like if a speaking spell had a speech impediment and it was writing on paper. That's literally how bad his writing is. When we got that letter from him, he claiming to be from the city or whatever he was claiming to be. I'm telling you, you ever laugh so hard that you literally can't breathe? Like you can't even hold on anything. You're just on the ground, just rolling. That's how bad it was in that kitchen that night when they read through that. Even the people he sent it to couldn't stop laughing. Don't write anything, man. At the end of the day, if you're going to try to insult people at the end, they just don't write anything at all, period. Gee whiz Louise, man. I can tell you didn't graduate. There's no way in the world on God's green earth you graduated. You couldn't have passed. No way in the world. Then he cut the letter. He cut the letter. It wasn't even official size letter. It was cut one way and cut the other way. Oh my goodness. Gee whiz Louise. Can't spell sock. It's S-U-C-K, not S-O. Sorry, S-O-C-K. They spell sock. You're paying sock. Can't spell. You can't for Jack. Simple words you should know. It's like I said it's like reading writing him in crows is literally like reading a speaking spell with a speech impediment. That's what it's like. Like somebody wrote it that way. Like somebody wrote in stutter. That's literally what it looks like. We're going to post it. When we get done, we're going to post your email so other people can see it. Because once we go into court, all that's done, it'll be public domain anyway. The CCB makes it public domain. Anything that happens there is posted for everybody to read. So we're going to have all that out there for you to read. You'll see exactly everything that went on. And you'll see. Anything he says is on court record. Anything he speaks is on court record. So you know that, Fernando. You talk, anything you say. If it's hearsay and they strike it off the record, it can't be on record if it's not real. So you're going to have to back up everything. If you're going there screaming, yelling, I'm supposed to be a scammer, you're going to lose your shirt in that place. And you are a person who has a habit of putting your emotions on your sleeve. People who wear their emotions on their sleeve don't do well in court. They snap. You'll get contempt of court and throw you in jail a little earlier. I mean, I've been in there with people like that. Just rant the same thing over and over again. The judge be telling them to shut up. The lawyer tells them to shut up. They still ranting and carrying on. All right, plain contempt. Boom, take them away. Some people just they destined for that destruction. I watched that court hearing where that guy cursed out the judge. It didn't even start off that way. He was going to get probation. He literally was going to get probation. He ended up getting, like, I think it was like 6 months or something like that. Was close to a year. He got way up there, like 6 months to a year or something. Kept cursing out the judge. That's the person who makes a decision whether or not you get that free time. You can get out there and get your free time and get that second chance. Then he turned to the other guy, and the guy was like, nope, I'm good. Whatever you got to say, I'm good at 100%. He got probation. Signature. Right, signature. Date. Jeez, really? Seriously? Date. There you go, nice and beautiful. Now let's dress this up a little bit. What do we have over here for our font? And before we get to font, let's go get all this. See how many mistakes we made. Because I'm curious to know. Oh, really? Copy. Now, covers for a minute because I got people commenting here. Oh, it's a mother account. Good. It's my account. Let's see how many mistakes Mr. Bird got. Oh, shoot. I put in the wrong paragraph. I literally messed up. Supposed to be not 2. Messed that up. It's supposed to be somewhere else. It's supposed to be here. This is where you stick it at. Don't put it on 2. It'll definitely bring it up. Right, there we go. Let's see what we got. Ah, we got 1. Dang-nabbit. I like playing this game with myself. I got 1. 2. We got 2. Okay. And so we got, let me see. Make sure we get everything. That's the signatures right there. This one got the YouTube. YouTube. There. Agreement. There. YouTube again. There. It's not bad. Got 3. I got 3, baby. 3. That's it. Ugh. Let the lawyers look over it, send it to them. They put their 2 cents into it. And then we're good to go. So these are going to be my official letters from now on. So all we do is come in and just take you out, put in whoever's name we want to put in there. And we'll send it right to you. Now again, I know we're going to get people saying, well, yeah, I got a fake account. You can't find me. I got a private investigator that can find you. I bet you can find you. I'll definitely track you. So, you want to go out and carry on and be like, Mr. Fernando, I'll see you in court. You get hit with one of these documents come to you, there's no way out of these things. It is virtually impossible. A cease and desist is much easier to go through because, again, they send you one of these, they'll tell you that, hey, look, you got an ultimatum. Remove this, that, and the other. Don't say this, blah, 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 blah. And you don't get sued for $150,000. That's what they'll tell you. That's usually what they start off with, $150,000. $50,000 silver, most will be $150,000. Because I got one from Diamond for some other nonsense. But anyway, as I said before, that's what will happen. And if you remove everything and you do what they tell you to do, you got to contact the lawyer and let them know you got the letter and you acknowledge it. And then you got to contact, and maybe they let you contact that person. They give you permission on that, and you have to contact them and let them know you're not messing with this, that, and the other. And you got to write this letter to comply back to them that everybody understands we're on the same page. And that's the end of it. They don't sue you. They're just giving you an option that this can happen if you can't get rid of this. All right? They're giving an option. This thing, on the other hand, is far worse than the cease and desist because it's telling you you're going to be sued for $500,000 if you can't back up the statement that you made. So if you lied about something, if you don't sign the contract or the agreement that we have here, then that clearly tells us at the end of the day that you can't back up your claim because if you could, you'd have had that thing signed and sent to us within the 3-day time period. You won't sign it, automatically tells it you don't have it. So that gives us the ground to hit you with something heavier because we have evidence and saying, look, Your Honor, we sent this out to him. It was a document for him to sign to come and show that he basically can back up his statements that he made against our company, which we know completely are false. And the judge is going to ask you, well, if you made these statements on your YouTube channel, why didn't you sign the document? What are you going to say, Mr. Fernando? There you go. Now we can hit you with heavier stuff. So now we can hit you with a $2 million lawsuit and file criminal charges you for committing fraud, which we have right there if you're doing against my company, which can carry anywhere roughly between a 1 year, 20 years, and I heard some can go up to 30. You can't get out of it. It's designed, you can't get out of it. Unless you can back it up, that's the only way you can get out of that thing. That's a binding contract. So if you don't sign it, it gets worse. If you do sign it, it gets worse. No way out of it. It's the term of what they call painting yourself in a corner. You have no way out. You're just stuck in that corner. Oh well. That's all good. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna go in. So he's the first one to get one. We'll let you know when it gets there. Owner and CEO. And put down let's see, KE cabinet and in the wrong way. Kenneth Bird. Oops, I'm gonna cut that one. Kenneth Bird. Oh. Man, can you not spell your name? Kenneth Bird. Let's see. Owner and CEO. Company. That's all caps, right, on that one. Yeah. Energy. Technology screens. That's Outlook. If you want to get an attorney, information is right there. We can reach out to me. But again, like I said, no point in getting an attorney. It's an open shut case. You got it right there. You got evidence of you doing it. You've been doing this for years. You've got pending lawsuits against you right now. It's already taken care of. By Monday, I'm going to contact ISIS and contact them so we can find out whether or not, if you're documented. You can take it any way you want. Say, hey, they're coming at me at the end of the day because I didn't do anything wrong. Everybody knows what you did. Everybody knows what you have done. You broke the law. And again, to explain to Mr. Fernando, because for some reason he's slow in his brain and we got to keep reminding him things over and over again. And I told you before, when we first shot the video, I said he's going to call racist. I told you that. And what did he do? He called racist. That's what he does. You're being investigated to make sure you're documented so we can hold you over for court. That's it. That's the only reason why we're contacting that agency. Now, if they show and they do a check and all and they find out that you're a United States citizen, this is fantastic from us because I can get you in a courtroom and I can get you locked up. Because you need to be behind bars for a while so you can think about how to treat people with respect and pay some fines and fees and all that. And then I'd be happy for my family because my family's going to file against you too also for attacking them. So, with that said, that's fantastic. If you're not, then you know what's going to happen after that. But like I said, got a bit of a red flag here because, again, you made that statement about the whole deportation thing. You said we are talking about deportation because you said something about you did an honest review. Jamie, you don't even know what an honest review is. You don't. You're literally on the blacklist. There is so much stuff about you ripping and burning people out. It's not even funny. And you're talking about honest review. This is coming from the same person who sent me back all my money to my banking accounts. Yeah, you wouldn't even know what an honest review was where they hit you in the face. Your products don't work. We've been through the whole 9 yards with your stuff. It doesn't work. None of your stuff works. You've been ripping people off for years, and it's all caught up with you. No, honest you, please. Nothing honest about you in anything whatsoever. That's why we're in this situation. So you call yourself honest? All right then. You sign that contract when it hits you, and you send it back to me. Because if it's honest at the end of the day, as you claim, that means everything you said about us is the truth. And if that's the case, then that letter should be signed and coming back to us, and we should see you in court. It caught up to you, didn't it? I told you 2025 is not your year. I told you that. Now, what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping he's citizen. Oh, please, do I wish he was. I hope he is. I hope he is. I want to get him in the courtroom. I want to get Jamie in the courtroom where he can't lie, he can't do this, he can't manipulate, he can't do what he want to do on camera. You are stuck in that courtroom with us, the lawyers, and the judge, and nothing you can do about it. You have no control of the situation whatsoever. It's like somebody stripping off all your armor and sticking you in the middle of a battlefield. You're doomed. So, yep. This is going out Monday morning. So all your information attached to it. 49 years old, addresses, phone numbers, the whole 9 yards. This is involving your LLC, all this information, all the stuff we have on you. And sooner or later we'll have contact to find your landlord. If I have to get a bounty hunter, I'm going to pay for a bounty hunter to track him down. I'll pay for somebody, investigator, whoever we got to get. I'm going to find him. I'm going to have a nice little talk with him. I want to know how much of your activity he knew was going on in that apartment. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay. All right, let me see. What we got going on here? Oh, we gotta print all this out. This letter. Liar, liar. Pants on fire. Yeah. Me and my family said, I hope he's a citizen. Oh man, Fernando, they got lawyers, man. They're gonna do you dirty in court. Yeah, they're gonna do you dirty. They're suing you. The building, like I said, you docs, they're gonna sue you. They're gonna do you dirty. You're gonna get a lot of time. He's not coming out. Let me put it this way. 49 years old. He was born what? 11 something November 1979. Am I correct right here? 76. You're born in 76. So you're 59 years old. That doesn't make sure that's right. But anyway, anytime you get is life. Anytime you get 10 years, that's still considered life. It's life for him. That's 10 years again. He gets 5 years, that's still considered life. But he's not he's gonna be way beyond that. He's way beyond that. We got stalking charges, all kinds of stuff coming up on him. So again, we're gonna take that nice fat file. I'm gonna go take those new ones where you posted my picture again and all that other nonsense. Go down to Allentown Police Department again against you, and then we're going to take that big stack of documents we had, and I'm going to call ISIS and figure out if you're a citizen or not. So we can get that information. If you are, I'm going to be so happy, because I'm going to send you to jail. Yep, I'm going to be super happy on that. And he wants to make it sound like, he's going to deport. No, Jamie, come on, man. Tell the truth for what it is. You're getting deported. If you don't have paperwork, you're getting deported because you committed crimes. Like I said, my Mexican friends at the end, they call him stupid. You know why? Because they came over here. They didn't even get in the trouble he got into. I guess he felt that no one was going to catch him. I hope you do got it. I want to see you in court, man. Let me see. Are we using the Canon? No, using the Canon? Which one is that one? Oh, we are in the Canon. Oh, we didn't print out yet. I need 2 copies of this. I gotta send these out to people. Now give me 3 copies. The judge is gonna need one, so one of them. Apply that. Print. What? 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 Let's see, proof of statement. State. Yeah, statement. Record. So we have it there. Just want to file. So that. Okay, this is for judge, lawyer. This is for you. There's your document, buddy. Want something else sent to your house? I can send a lot of stuff there. I can put you in a whole bunch of these binding contracts at the end of the day I can send to you. If you can't back it up, I can take it to court and I can hit you with anything I want. You want another one? Take it to a lawyer, see if I can't do it. Oh, by the way, you're supposed to send me my black paint. Remember that? That's also too going to be held against you in court. Because we requested that and never got it. Well, big regret he made. And then next time you want to make statements about our technology, make sure you have it. Mind you, we're going to be requesting receipts for the product, where you got it from, all that. Let me look through this video too real quick on top of that. This is already saved, so we're good on this. This is the video right here claiming. Look how dark the environment is. So this is supposed to be our product right here. That's black paint. That is literally black paint. Ah, Mr. Fernando, you don't have $500,000. You don't have anything at all. You can't back it up in court. So how much of y'all think y'all people support this guy? How many think he's gonna sign that contract? Didn't sign, it's gonna make you look like idiots. And we did basically scan the entire conversation down below. So we can post it. Really makes your job easy, doesn't it? I'll tell you one thing, you would be the easiest person ever sued in my life. You are. Mr. Fernando, here's to explain something to you. Once we hit you in jail, I'm going to get you, anyone else in that building is going to kick out of that apartment. Because again, as I said before, say if your wife doesn't, basically, you go to jail. She can't be in that unit. You know why? Because we're going to talk to the landlord. We want an eviction within 24 hours or probably less than that of all parties to be removed from the building. Or we're going to hit him with a lawsuit that's going to be so nasty he might even lose the building. Just so you know how bad this is going to get. So they got to move. Because once we contact the landlord and let them know what's been going on and problems we've been having with you, all that other nonsense, we want everyone out of that building. We want you removed out of it, period. So that means she has to go too, also. And that's going to cause her to hate you even more. So you might have a divorce coming up. Nothing worse than being locked up and getting a divorce. Rawr, rawr. You're anger danger. You're anger danger. Anger danger. But I think your tenants, the people in your building, are going to reach out to your landlord. Because as many times as those people are going to come banging on your door, trust me, they're going to contact them about apartment E. Oh, you want to be feisty, huh? You want to be feisty? How dare you be feisty? dare you be feisty? I've noticed this. People self-destruct on levels on, but this guy just doesn't learn. I'm explaining something to you, Mr. Fernando, because you are going to go to jail. So you understand that. Unless you don't have documents, that's the only way. If you do have documents, you're going to learn something, a valuable lesson. When you're in the prison system, the same games you play out here will get you killed in there. Because people are different in there. You'll get hurt pretty bad. So just let you know, it'll get really bad for you in there. You don't know respect, you will learn respect. All right, let me see what's going on here. You play the chord today? You need to bring someone over to take your place. Someone who has the right to be here. You don't have a right to be here. At all. I want to explain it to the judge crystal clear that you don't need to be here. Let me show you how bad it's about to get for you in court. That's your video right there, right? That's your video being shown on a real black star. And right there in the middle, that's black paint. Say goodbye, my friend. If you don't have paperwork and you get deported, I'm going to put so many pen charges on you, you can never come back, ever, to the United States. And if you are a citizen, you're going to lose your freedom forever. You will die in a prison. I guarantee you this. That's a sign right there, Mr. Fernando. That's definitely a sign. Take that as a sign of your demise. I'm going to request a judge for over 50 years that we want to have you sentenced for. And I'm going to get it too. Because we can show the extensive problems we have with you. My family's going to come up and testify. Their business is going to come up and testify. They've had problems with you. So which one is it going to be? It's not going to go well for you, is it? Liar, liar, pants on fire. So if you take black paint and you claim it to be our product and you put a white surface against it, that black paint is going to show that our product looks like it comes up dark. The problem you have there, Mr. Fernando, you don't have a black star. You have black paint. So knowing with the substantial evidence we have that we can back this product up in any courtroom, you better pray you don't have papers here. You better pray. Because you're going to die in a prison. That's where you're going to go. You're going to spend the remaining of your time on this planet in a prison. I guarantee you. Isn't that interesting? Oh, by the way, this is my screen right there. Let's see something here. Okay, Snow Screensaver. "4K Snow Screensaver." There we go. Bye-bye, Fernando. I got a little suggestion for you. I think you should start packing your stuff up and getting ready to run. Got a bit of a head start, you know that, right? Because Monday morning, we're making phone calls. A lot. And that certified letter goes out Monday morning. I'll post a tracking number showing that we sent it out, going straight to you. The world is about to implode around you, and there's nowhere to go. You want to quit your job and just leave? What are you going to do? You'll be hunted. So either they're going to find out you don't have paperwork, or if we find out you do, you're going to jail for a very long time. And you're 49 years old. You get 20 years. You know what you're going to be? You're not even going to get out at 20 years. You're going to get more than that. We got cyber crimes against you, stalking, terroristic threats, documents and address. My family's filing charges against you. We got the copyright. We got a lot of stuff on you, man. So you're looking at roughly probably over 2 sets of copyrights and all. Post office mail fraud. You can end up walking out for 120 years in jail. It can get that bad. If you get 50 years in jail, you're in a lot of trouble. What if you get 30? So what are you going to do? That's a black star right there. So the piece of paper that's coming over to you, that document, is what you're going to have to back up in court. So how you can get out of this? Now, keep in mind that $500,000 that you're going to get hit with, this is all going to involve your landlord. Because he's going to know about this document. You're going to send one over to him too. And if you're found guilty and you can't basically back that up, then you know what happens next, right? You file criminal charges against you for fraud against my company. And that's going to carry jail time. And I know exactly where you're at. So you figure out what you're going to do. Me, I got some business to take care of today. He had a good fire Nico, didn't he? Yeah, nice one. Why are you in the dark anyway? You know, it's basically a technology, an IOEG. They can operate in fully lit environments. That's what they're designed to do. So the fact that he was in the dark at the end of the day tells you that he doesn't have a product. But, yeah, good luck on that. Man, self-destruction. Whoo, man. Now, just so you know, if they come and get you, you can't take your stuff. You know that, right? That stays behind. And they're just going to take you. That's it. If you don't have your paperwork correct, they're going to take them. So all that stuff he has in there, yeah, we're going to hire someone to come in because of the lawsuit and everything we have here. I'm going to basically get a judgment on you. I'm going to execute judgment on you as fast as possible so you can get your stuff. And then contact the landlord, let them know the problem we're having, and get anyone that's in that apartment removed out of that building. This is the consequence of when they call mess around and find out, Mr. Fernandez. This is what happens. I clearly made these statements about this product when we're designing it, that we had these contracts that we could draw up and we could send them to you. You thought I was joking, right? There's a couple sitting right there on the table. So judging by your YouTube video and what we saw, you claimed that my product came up too dark. What you just have in your product, you have black paint. So if you don't sign it, you're in a lot of trouble. And as you can see in a live stream, I can back this up 100%. I can do that with a halo system on it. And yet you still did something stupid. You're going to learn a very, 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 very interesting way about life, Mr. Fernando. You're going to lose it all. You're going to lose your marriage. That's definitely going to happen. Because, again, your wife is going to call us. We know that from the door. She's going to contact me. She's going to reach out to me. And she's going to want to know why, because I guarantee you lied to her the entire time. And we're going to send over documents to her, let her know that we've been warning you for a very long time to stay away and back down, and you didn't listen. So how do you think she's going to process that? You get a lawyer and fight it? can't get a lawyer and fight. There's too much evidence against him. There's nothing he could do. There's so much evidence of committing all these crimes. Get a lawyer to get back in the United States? No, you can't, man. You got a lot of pending charges, and some of those are serious government charges, too. On top of that, perjury is a really bad one to get around. So you're not coming back. But in a way, that's a good thing for you. And I'll tell you why. At least you're not going to be in jail. Because in there, you could run the risk of getting sodomized, you get your throat cut. They can beat you to death in that place. A lot of bad things can happen in a place like that. And you're going to be in there for over 10 years. Not a good place to be at. See, that's the reason why, I sat there, had time to do the documents. And I could have done these a long time ago, easily. And sometimes I drag my feet on things because I try to give people a way out. I do. I try to. But the problem with Fernando doesn't give people the opportunity to help him. Even when he's spitting in someone's face, they try to help him, and he still doesn't get it. So now, you'll be coming to your address. Right there. Which we know you're at now because, again, you posted videos, right? I have to print another one of these out for you. Alright, we're done. When we have to contact ISIS on Monday, I'll make sure they get these documents. We'll send everything over to them, including your police records, because we had to file against you. We have a docket number with all the problems we've been having with you, including all the new stuff we have now. So let them know at the end of the day, we need to find out whether or not you are basically a United States citizen due to court. That's all it's for. And if you're not, then they're going to come get you. That's all, they have to. That's part of the rule. If you came over here and you basically kept your nose clean, didn't get in any trouble, you know what I mean? George, you would go to Comic-Con, do all that cool stuff at the end of the day. Do some pretty cool stuff. But some people are just meant to self-destruct. That's what they're designed to do. And you came over and kept your nose clean and kept a low profile, and when I got your documents and everything, you wouldn't have any problems. But you do dumb stuff like that. Like I said, you gave your people at the end of the day. Because if you had did that to a Trump supporter, man, they'd have blew that stuff all over the internet. You'd have made it far worse for your people at the end of the day. Far worse. Because it's bad enough that people will sit there and make these worse accusations about Mexicans being all these bad things at the end of the day just to get people to raid homes and schools and everything. But you are literally bringing that to light by doing this kind of nonsense. The ones that are trying their hardest to prove that they can be here and be law-abiding citizens, you're making them look bad. You're trying to get over here, trying to get a life, get a piece of the American dream, trying to. And look what you're doing over here with your time. Breaking the law, getting in trouble, carrying on and acting up. You get what you deserve, Mr. Fernando. Time caught up with you. I told you, 2025, what did I say? It's going to be a bad year for you and your friends. And as for the rest of your group, the little ones in there, will be coming for you next. So, I told you, 2025, it's not going to be in a year. 2025 is going to be a year of pain, misery, and anguish for you. Until then, our technology is going to take off, as it always does. Liar, liar, hands on fire, see no pain, see no fire. man, self-destruction on levels you would not believe, you know. And I know friends of mine that would be happy to be in his situation. Be happy. Not him. Let's just wreck it as fast as we can. Now, the rule is in life that if you don't appreciate what you're blessed to have, it's taken from you. And it's given to someone else. So hopefully this is taken from him, and it will be. And it'll be given to someone else who deserves the right to be here. They do. Like I said, quite frankly, I really don't care. Because again, like I said, if it was me and I was president, I'd just open up the border. I don't care. And if for people that are against that, well, then you're the same thing he is at the end of the day. So he's far worse. He's actually making those accusations come true because of the actions he's doing. I got people got mad at me about that, saying, "Oh, you gonna open anybody in? Anybody's already in there already. You think what all American citizens don't commit crimes? Are you kidding me? Are you saying that basically because they come over here at the end of the day that they're basically going to add to the crime we have over here? We already have crime over here. What are you talking about? You're talking. The way they're trying to say, like, as in America, and I love America, but you're gonna sit there and say that we don't have crimes down here. We don't rob banks, kill, murder, whatever. We don't have none of that down there. So Ted Bundy was not from here, was he? And all that crazy stuff, right? Man, we do the same thing down here, man. And every people, you're gonna have bad apples and good apples. Jamie's a bad apple out of his group. He is. He's a bad apple. He doesn't have a right to be here. I believe that 100%. He should be deported. He should be. Because he makes his own people look bad, and he does. So he should not be here at all, period. As for, and he can sit there and go, "Oh, that's racist." How is it racist, Mr. Fernando? You broke the law. That's what you did. So you're saying that you should be here in the United States, even though you broke the law, you committed crimes, you stalked people, and you think you should have a right to stay here. That's what they're fighting right now. That's the accusations they're trying to make right now. But the sad thing about it, people that should be here, that don't break the law, that are trying to do something positive with the time over here, they're the ones getting caught up in his mess at the end of the day. Got plenty of my Mexican friends and they got good jobs, work hard, take care of their families, the whole 9 yards. They don't do the dumb stuff Jamie does on a daily basis. You don't belong here, you don't. You know, it's interesting. My Mexican brothers agree with me. You don't belong here. You shouldn't be here. You make them look bad. Man, not belong here at all, one bit. Nothing to do about race, Mr. Fernando. It has to do about, at the end of the day, is that you're a criminal. And you, again, if you want to be here in the United States, you got to prove that you're going to be a citizen that can give back something to the United States. And to be the same way in any country. If I go to Mexico and I did half the stuff that he did, how do you think that would turn out for me? Wouldn't go well, would it? I don't think it would. What do you think would happen to me over here if I committed the crimes he just did over here? All right, then, there you go. Would they be racist at the end of the day toward me? If they basically kicked me out of Mexico at the end of the day? No, because I went over there and committed crimes. That's why. That's why I got kicked out. Had nothing to do with race. I was a criminal. There you go, Mr. Fernando. But you made it about race. That's what you did. So you're saying that you have a right to come here and commit crimes and carry on, but if somebody else goes over to Mexico and they get kicked out for the same thing you're doing, then it's racist over there. No, it's not. You're a criminal. That's what you are. I do something over there and I break the law on the level that you did, and they said I can come back, then I can't come back. I messed up. Don't make them racist at the end of the day. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. There you go. I committed those crimes. So that's what you are. You're a criminal. And the reason why I got to the point where ICE is involved is because, again, I told you, are you going to pay for my court fees? You're going to drop a couple $1,000s here and there, 400 here, 200. You're going to pay for those to prosecute you in court for committing crimes against my company? Or you're not going to pay for any of that, are you? All right, then. If you're not going to pay for that, then how would I get that money back? So say I pay for all this money to take you to court. I don't contact none of them to figure out exactly if you're legal here. And then I turn around and find out you're not legal here. And they tell me, well, Mr. Burb, sorry, you wasted time. That's time out of my day. I got to come around and take care of this mess that you did. And I have to pay all the court costs that I pay. I don't get any of that back. No filing fees, nothing. All that gone. And you get deported. And I'm out money at the end of the day. So that means I have to go in and contact these people and say, if you're legal, so we can get you to stand trial, which I said millions of times on camera. That's what it's for. But not Fernando. Fernando will get there and he'll turn into a complete Barbie doll and sit there and start crying on camera. Oh, it's about racist. No, it has nothing to do with that. You're a criminal. That's what it is. It's about basically getting you to stand trial. That's all it is. If I wanted to be racist, at the end of the day, Fernando, I can make a phone call Monday morning and say, I got a suspicion that there's somebody living at so-and-so and so. I need you to go do a check. There you go. Then you'd be locked up. I have to give them no information. I'll come in anonymous. They won't even know it's me. But no, they will know it's me. Because I need you in court. That's why. Because I'm going to get more satisfaction than watching you in a courtroom squirm and have to admit things that you can't admit that you have to because you'll be under oath. Watching you get that sentence, watching you have to pay up that money, and watching you being dragged back and forth out of court wearing a prison jumpsuit. There you go. I'll be getting my justice. But if you're deported, you lose that part. But I'll make sure that we keep multiple pending charges on you. All the problems we have with you, we'll send it over to ISIS to show that the potential problems we have with you while you were here, to make sure you can never get an application to come to the States, ever. So there's that. So, Mr. Fernando, I came on here and I showed a demonstration of pretty snow. Right on my screen. Fully lit environment. And the thing about it, we did these through all this stuff. He's been doing this nonsense for years against the 7s, the 12s, the 8s. He does the same thing over and over again. Now, we know the people on your channel are trolls. That's what they do. And we know majority of the people we meet on YouTube are trolls because y'all entertain that nonsense at the end of the day. That's why my buddy contacted me and said, hey, look, man, enough. We're done with this. I told you from the door, drop this nonsense and move on. I got clientele that can get you paid for what your product is worth. That's why the price jumped on the website. That's why we removed this, removed that, because I'm dead serious. We're leaving. We're selling out. We're done. I'm going to get my money at the end of the day. It's not about the playing field. I couldn't care less who comes in about blah, blah. I don't care. As long as you don't mention my company's name, I don't got to sue you at the end of the day, because I will sue you and take your stuff. But other than that, don't care. I'm going to make my money. Whatever company puts the highest bid up for our technology, they can have it. Time for us to move up. But remember, you put your faith in that paint, right? So you can make that. You can make it for free. He's got it up there. You can make it for free. Put that against your screen. It's fantastic. No, it's not fantastic paint. It's black and white house paint. What are we talking about here? But you got to paint. You got plenty of stuff. What do you got out there? You got Let's have a look on YouTube. Let's see what you got. Ugh. Let's see what you got. Oh, by the way, that's a new technology, but don't worry about it. It won't be for you. It'll be for companies only. I already marked it already for companies. The Phoenix will not be coming to with customers at all, period. It's only strictly designed for corporations only. They have big money. That's where we're going. Let's go here. Let's take that off for a minute because we don't need that there. Let's see what we got here. We might find something. You never know, you know? Something maybe we never tested before. I don't know. Let's see what we can find for y'all. Why is this in the way? Where's the mouse at? Chances are it's way in the middle of nowhere. It's one thing about having a cordless mouse. Now, to my other customers who have been loyal and bought from us, you're taken care of. You're good. Don't worry about it. How do we lose a mouse? Yeah, I lose these things. Oh, there it is on top of the cabinet. Oh yeah, too. Let me see this container. Where's the container at? Can you say you need a container for this? I want to see that container too. Let me see. It's a trip to Japan. Let's go over here. Let me see for a minute. Now, Mr. Fernando, how fast is the call going to go in for ISIS? Tomorrow. Sorry, Monday morning. First thing Monday morning, we'll contact them and let them know. Because that means if we get that information that we need back that shows you're a citizen, Tuesday I'm filing against the for federal court. I want you in jail by this before summer. So let's see what we got going on here. So that's the last video he did, was 7 days ago. He hasn't posted any papers at all. So let's see.
Want their entertainment system to work with that the projector produces, which is 4K or...
We don't have a container, Mr. Fernando. There's no container there showing that you claim that they have the product. We shipped out gallons only for that product. And they were by companies. They were sitting right on the desk when we shipped them out. So there's nothing there. So technically what you have there is black paint. Buddy, man, it's going to go bad for you Monday. As I said before, we're going to check on your papers on Monday. I'll contact them. We got their number right up there. We'll reach out to them, let them know who we are, what our company is, the reason why we need. And before we go down there, I'm going to get your docket number from the Allentown Police Department. And I think we got to file you over at the FBI. We get all that stuff. We can get all that stuff started. So they can start looking and figuring out. We need to figure out exactly if you have papers by the end of this week or whatever, how they got to do it. We need that documents right away. So I'm explaining to them, urgent, we need your documents as fast as possible to get you into court. We'll find out. Yeah, there's nothing here. This is black paint. You can tell that from the door. It says nothing but black paint. No containers, nothing. Well, it's gonna suck to be you, buddy.
HDMI, that's important.
No, HDMI is not important. This is a guy talking about, keep in mind, talking about how he knows everything about home theater. Did you not, where's your YouTube, where's your website right now? It's not here. Why is your website not here? Why'd you get rid of the website? There's videos of you, Jamie, committing all kinds of fraud. Even customers who got ripped off. Your product matched house paint. Again, we have cancellations on you, and you're trying to talk to me like you know something? Well, that's going to cost you a lot of money right there. But I think what's going to cost you more is that freedom's going to cost you. Because, again, that's what that document's being sent to him for. So, that document we just up, this is what it's coming to for. He just explained that he has this product, which is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy, Quantum Black Star. The same thing we just showed off right here. So, when that document reaches you, Mr. Fernando, we got this video, you making that statement. Again, if you don't sign it, then we come back with a process server. And I make you and your wife's life miserable because, again, at the end of the day, that process server will serve either one of you. It doesn't make a difference. And we'll be following fraud charges. We'll carry prison time. Now, before we get to that stage, I'm going to call ISIS on Monday so they can dig into your documents to see whether or not you're a United States citizen before we go down the road of getting all that taken care of. Until then, this letter will be coming to your house. So you figure out what's going to happen next. It's going to be a bit of a headache. A bit of some craziness. He's going to have to deal with this, and he's going to have to deal with the fact that they're going to be going through his paperwork on Monday. We'll begin the process on Monday. That can go well, man. The timing is going to be perfect. Because by the time they get done digging in, And to your information, the same time this letter is going to be coming to you. So you never know what's going to show up at your front door. All right, then. You bought it on yourself. Let's see what other screen prints we got out here now. Bum, 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 bum. We got a copy. My buddy made a copy of that, so that's good. We got pictures and videos of all this, so we're good to go for court. Let me see. Amazon? So yeah, my buddy contacted me. He's the one who's been trying to get me for the longest time to sell out. Because he's saying, man, look, man, they don't appreciate your work. I got people at the end of the day that will pay top dollar for your stuff. And he's been telling me this for years. Now, he's going to make a bundle. He is going to make a lot of money. Because he wants to sell for a certain price because you know he's going to make that money. And I've been saying, no, man, I don't want to do it at the end of the day. And the people sit there and say, oh, but you don't chase money. I don't chase money, but I'm going to get what my product is worth. Look, I've been trying to give y'all good products for the longest time. And some of y'all have accepted. Good for you. You got new technology. And the rest of y'all just don't know how to accept good products. So we're done. We're going to go where the money's at. And where we're going to money at, those people will pay it. Because they've been out there. They had all that stuff. They bought this, that, and the other. And they've never seen our stuff before. So they're going to pay it. So we're going to have to go through no more of that headache, none of that fiasco nonsense. We're done. And if this is the person at the end of the day, this is what my friend said, look at the person who they listen to at the end of the day. Y'all listen to him. That's the person who ripped, scammed, robbed you in every way whatsoever. And that's the person y'all listen to over us. Well, we don't care about that. I mean, heck, if that's what you want, then that's what you get. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make my money. And that means at the end of the day, average Joe can't afford my stuff anymore. Because my stuff's going to cost some money. So again, we gave you plenty of time to accept, but you didn't take it. So whatever, don't care. And as for this, forget it. You're not getting that. That's never going to come to you ever. Never. Sugar Plum Fairy? No. All that technology? No. Legendaries? No. No. You know how much money I can get for a glass crystal screen with that coating that's going to be embedded onto? A lot of freaking money. A lot of money. A lot. So, yeah. Let me see. We got Amazon. We got projection screen paints. Let me see. Oh, shoot. That means we don't got to really test too much anymore. We ain't going to do bad. We ain't got to do nothing with companies because at the end of the year, we're doing companies only. We're going to cut off the customer base, do companies only, allow somebody to come in and do a distributorship contract so they can deal with customers, and we just strictly deal with companies only. Because quite frankly, I'd rather do that instead. And I'll tell you why. Because they come in and see it. It's a simple transaction. These guys walk in, they see the screen, they like it, we have some questions, they do some testing, they have some fun, they take a few samples, they go back, and they come back and say, okay, we want this. And that's it. And then I'm locked in the contract to getting like 100,000 gallons of paint out every month. I get paid, regardless. I don't have to go through no hassle, some nonsense, some crap, and boom. No. We give you the most test demonstrations and everything on the face of the planet, and you still accept trash. We show you tons of demonstrations and walks and how people have you in dark environments, and you still accept trash. So, enjoy your trash. Because I got a clientele at the end of the day, and you sit there and say, put it this way, honestly, you ever see the price of Bugatti, right? Very expensive vehicle, right? And you go there and you think, who in the right mind is paying for this thing, right? But somebody got to be. They wouldn't be in business. Somebody's paying for these cars, or they wouldn't exist. Aston Martins, McLarens, Lambos. Somebody's paying for it. Same thing on our end. Our technology and what we show what our stuff can do, we can get paid that kind of money. Not as much money as that car costs, so heck no. But you know what I'm talking about. So guess what? Yeah, someone's going to pay for it. Now, I'm going to get the usual, and I'm used to getting it anyway, and you're a sellout, blah, blah, blah. I thought you were doing something, blah, blah, blah. Hey, it was there all that time. You could have took advantage of it. It's your loss. Ugh. Now, keep in mind, other social media sites that we're on, we make money off of them. YouTube is the only social media site we don't make any money on. I check my numbers. We don't make jack off you guys. I make more money off Facebook, even Twitter, X. Yeah, I'm a big fan about that. But we do make money off of it. We don't make nothing off of YouTube. YouTube is strictly designed to be a site, as we said before, advertisement. That's what it's designed for. It's free advertisement. That's it. So let's go over here. Projector screens. Let's see what you got here, because I always show people this option of what they're going to get. Now, from now on, we're going to post our little trailers. And our trailers are going to be challenges for the customers. We want you to go out and find someone who has the exact same demonstrations we do. So when we shoot those little shorts, you see 20 videos in there doing all this crazy stuff, I want you to find the same thing. Bet you won't find it. Because you always get those people that come out and say, oh, we got this stuff, we got it, and they just disappear. Like Partey. Bye. All right, then, let me see. Why do we have a Christmas tree up? Really? This has got to be an old page. Anyway, let's see what we got here. And screen, we got projector screens. All projector screens on Amazon are going to be white, so you know how that one's going to work out, right? And Jamie, here's another thing, too, that makes you a bigger idiot. I'm in an office, Fernando. How in the world would I be able to get a screen to operate on camera when I have people who go in and out of here? The owner of the building's been in and out of the spot multiple times. So how would that be possible? That's when we say that you seal your fate. Because Mr. Bird, where you just my screen's operating in the office you're on, I have people come in and out all the time. As a matter of fact, I can do that demonstration I just did right now in the courtroom. All right then, just want to know. So you did it to be nasty and be smart to figure that, hey, look, I'll just try to make some problems from you. But again, remember what I told you about the hit back scenario? You hit me one time, I hit you back 60, and all my hits are basically all vital organs. Didn't I just say that in the day? So what are you facing now this Monday? You're facing deportation. This could be a possibility. He could get hit with this. Because again, if his paperwork's not legit, and it shows that we can't get him to stand trial for court, which again, I'd rather have, because I want you to go to jail, then you're getting deported. And then with the pending charges that we're going to slam on top of you, you're never coming back. We're going to seal that from the door. Number two, if you are an American citizen, you're going to jail for a very long time. And at age 49 that you are right now, any time you get is going to be critical on your life expansion. You understand on that one right there. So with the copyrights alone in federal court, I can easily get 50, 60, 80 years on you with no problem whatsoever, not even counting all the other stuff we have. So you got that nightmare to deal with. Another problem, your landlord is definitely going to find out the criminal activity that's been going on in your apartment. So when we find out exactly where he's at and let him know that, hey, look, he's got some fake landlord at the end of the day. We got the whole recording, everything, the emails, the messages from the fake landlord. That's going to tick him off. And again, turn around, find out that the charges we have to file against you are going to slam him because, again, the address of the company is showing, your LLC is showing up on his building. That's going to be a problem. That means when that panel, with the whole perjury thing, when they step in and get ready to get their little party started, they're going to contact him, your landlord. Because, again, the address is linked to his building. You didn't think about that one, did you? No, you did not. You know what he's going to do, right? He's going to sue you to get it off the building. If he's legit. But he's still going to get sued. Now, in the process, landlord's responsible. And landlord's responsible because LLC address sits on his building, which means request we want from him is he's going to pay us $300,000. $300,000 plus the removal of you off that property as fast as possible. 24-hour notice is probably what they pretty much want to give him. But that's not your problem. That's your family's problem. Your problem is basically is going to jail. Or if you don't have proper paperwork, which I got a funny feeling you don't, because again, it's 7 days since you made that video and you haven't come back with any evidence whatsoever. Anybody else would have posted their evidence right from the door. Anybody would have. On anything would have posted it. You didn't. So that tells me you had the same reaction that the other fellow had when we asked him information about him being a priest. Yeah, you might want to think about that one. So I got a funny feeling that they're going to find out he's not. So anyway, you got that to deal with. Then you got to worry about who the freak's going to pop up at your door. Because if that letter gets there and you don't sign it and we don't see it within 3 days and we didn't get that signature confirmed back, whatever happened to it, Then we got to go in and we have to file a set of criminal charges for fraud that goes with the FBI for committing fraud against my business, because we have clear 100% evidence that you got sent a letter and you refused to sign it. Now, why would you refuse to sign something if you have evidence that it exists? Why would you do that, right? If you have the evidence, who in their right mind has the evidence to clear their name on something and goes to jail for it? Unless you're doing it at the end of the day and you're taking the hit. But other than that, if you know there's a possibility, you can get out. Even people do that with tickets. If you can prove at the end of the day that you basically are not responsible for that ticket, you'd be surprised what people will do when they show up in court, stick it to the parking authority like, look, you was wrong. Right here. They will search every camera on that block to pull out video saying, look, here we go right there. Proving that it wasn't my fault. There you go. That's human nature. That's what we do. That's what we do. And the fact that it's been 7 days and there's no documents, you can easily get that. You got a green card, you can show that no problem whatsoever. You got documents, you can show that with no problem. So again, that's another problem you have to. So it's not going to go well for you. It's going to be a bad couple of weeks for you at that. Let me see. Projector screen. Paint screen. Here's the results. This is a white paint. Yeah, we destroy that with no problem. This is also a white paint. Should we wipe out Amazon? I'm thinking about it. It's white. It's a white screen paint. It would be fun though. Before we leave, we should wipe it out. White paint. Aluminum white. I have no idea what that is. It's white. It ain't going to run. Let me see what we got here. You'll pay $100 for that one. This one right here is about $80. This is a high ultra white screen. You'll pay $80 for that. There you go. Now you know how that's going to work. Let's see right here. We got one called Paint on Screens. Oh, we did this one already. Actually, we did the dark gray, which is one of their top best. We were able to beat that screen. So that's $189. You know, it's funny with we had a paint on our site that was $187, and it could take out any certified screen. It can generate in fully lit environments, can do all that good stuff. And here it is that you're going to pay $189 for a white paint. Took advantage of that one, right? Too late. Right, we got a white screen here. That's pretty much it. That's all you got. That's it. Any certifieds in there? No, you're not going to get certifieds in there. You got to go to special dealerships for that. Yeah. It's a white paint. Oh, we turned that screen into a giant screen, put it outside. I remember that. Okay, so that's it. All right, let's see what we got over in eBay. What you got on eBay to help you out? Let me see. eBay. eBay. Let's go with that projection screen paints. What you got over there? Now, just to show a sign of force, we're going to open up a marketplace on eBay. We're not selling anything. It's just for us to be there. Every paint on eBay we're going to buy. And when you go into our listing, you'll be to click on it and you'll be to see exactly the comparison of our technology versus theirs. And there's a court document there that any one of those companies that felt in the day that we defiled their product in any way, we can go to court on that with no problem whatsoever. I can do the same thing there. I can do it into a courtroom. I can literally shut eBay down if I want to. I can be the only dominant screen paint. I can let that campaign run for at least about 6 months, causing enough damage, and to come in and basically post all our products showing that we have evidence that we tested everything on that page and we were to beat every single person on there, which means we would be the dominant paint on there. How do you think the screens can take a directive from sunlight? Let's find out. No, we can't. Now, would I do that? No. You know why? Don't care. Because you know why? What they do. I've already tested my stuff. Some of the products I do like. You know, my business is to make my money. That's it. Now, for Fernando, at the end of the day, I know you feel at the end of the day like, oh, I got rid of him. No, you get rid of him. We're going to get rid of you Monday morning. Because the phone calls I'm going to make it tomorrow morning are going to raise a lot of serious flags. you're on your way out. 2 ways. Paperwork, jail. No paperwork, out of the country. And then hopefully they'll let somebody in, which they should let everybody in, but they'll let somebody in that can appreciate it. Because I bet there's plenty of people right now that watch this video, if they're of Mexican descent and they're going through some headache at the end of the day, or thinking, man, this guy's a jerk at the end of the day. You mean to tell me he's here doing this, that, and the other, and this is what he's doing? Yeah. Let me see. Oh shoot, but that would explain a lot. There's a whole lot of stuff that would be explained. That's a lot of stuff that would be explained. Oh, that would definitely explain. I hate to say it, but it would explain some things. Who stays in the same apartment for that many years? Most people who are going to live in an apartment like that, they're single. They don't have a whole family. It's just them. So they can live in an apartment like that for years. Actually, I knew a guy lived underneath me. He'd been there for years in that apartment, like almost like 7, 8 years. He don't have no kids, just him and a dog and a cat. So that's basically about it. He can live like that with no problem. But that wouldn't be something you'd raise a family in to begin with, because those apartments over there, I think he has a 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah, he does, because I know somebody lives over there. They're 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom setups. I know that for a fact. His is 1-bedroom. It just adds up. It adds up perfectly. The reason why I can't move, can't go to other places, can't establish for you can't buy. You know how much information a house requires for you to have at the end of the day? It's a lot of crazy documents you're gonna have for rent, even for renting one. That would explain why somebody would spend that much time in one place. It's just, I'm just taking it as a grain of salt right now. But it does explain some stuff. Place you can move into. You can't move into every place. You don't have to move into every place you want to go to. You can only go to certain select places that some places will take you. Like the place I was at on Julian, yeah, over there, definitely. Definitely, they'll take you over there. But places over there like the Seaview, the Hive, Studio 505, no, because their paperwork, their application is freaking rigorous. Shoot, they want to know exactly where you went to college and what you majored in, what's your dog's blood type. That kind of crazy stuff is on their application. It's like the equivalent of getting paid a check or getting paid under the table. Just red flags. Let me explain something to you. It's not something at the end of the day that one has to think of. It's actually what I'm seeing now. I see it better now. And I never really don't. I didn't care. I didn't think about it. Let's see what happens Monday morning. If it is what it is, I can see it. It just explains so much on why things were what they were. Because people say, well, I seen him drive, and it doesn't mean anything. I know people who drive and don't have a license. Everybody has one of those, or 2 or 3. As a person drives a car and doesn't have a license, these people will never get caught. Like ever, never get caught. And no, they're not immigrants. At the end of the day, I got friends of mine, African Americans, that don't have a license. Hell, they've been driving for years. They've just never been pulled over, ever. Which is kind of interesting, because people who don't have a license that drive around, they've never been pulled over, don't get in car accidents, none of that stuff. And then people who have a license and do have insurance, they get in the worst accidents you've ever seen in your entire life. But yeah, I know people like that who've never had a license, ever. And they drive. Back and forth to work. That's it. I know a few of them right now. They don't go, they don't stand in, they travel way out here and way out. They just never get caught. Because again, they're careful. Or if you got paperwork and you could drive and you can go here and there. I'm not talking about paper like that. I'm talking about paper like your license and all that stuff like that. Those are the craziest drivers you ever met in your life. So we're cutting in and out of cars and speeding and all that. Cause yeah, it's crazy. I thought about that because I got a few friends of mine that don't have a license. They're in their 50s. I was like, wait a minute, you've never had a license? Nope, never had one. I said, why? He said, just didn't feel the need to go and apply for one. Why would I know how to drive at the end of the day? I need somebody to tell me how to drive. Yeah. But we'll see. Right now, I don't want to insinuate, but it kind of, most people get an apartment, especially when you're going to raise a family and have kids. The first thing to do is go out and rent a house or buy a house. If you're a person that doesn't plan to have kids or whatever it's in, for some people, that apartment life is perfect for them. You know, that's what they have. Most people they upgrade to a bigger apartment. Because that people who like the apartment life, they upgrade to much bigger apartments. This guy has been in that same building literally since his kids were young. I've had, how many houses? 1, 2, 3. I had the house in August. That's the first one. The house on August. The house on Peach Street. That's 2. The house on 69th Street, that's 3. And the last house was Haventown. I have 4 houses. 4 houses. He's been in the same spot. Even when I was over at the apartment, you've been in the same spot. Went to my sister's house, we've been in the same spot. When I popped over at the garage, same spot. When I got my new home front, same spot. When I got my office space, same spot. You've been in the same spot, man. You've been in the same spot. Why would anybody spend that much time? And it ain't like he's single. If you were single and you was raising a family, no, you can't even raise a family. That's impossible. There's no way in the world. My apartment was bigger than his apartment. My apartment was huge. I could have a family in there with no problem, but I only had like 1 bedroom. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. Somebody was sleeping in the living room. You getting paid under the table. I got a funny feeling he's getting paid under the table. This is what I mean by these little red flags are popping up now. I'm seeing more and more little red flags. I'm not going to insinuate, but I think if someone accused me of something, I think I would have had paper. I would have showed you. I'd have backed it up. We do it all day long. I just did it a few minutes ago. Why would I not back it up? If someone's going to sit there and say my paint's so black you can't see it, you mean to tell me I'm not going to back it up? I'm going to let that stuff slide at the end of the day? I'm going to let somebody run their mouth when I can back it up 100%? Why do you think I got these $500,000 contracts sitting on my desk if I can't back it up? To the fact that I can draw up a contract that my company doesn't even have the money to have to begin with if we lose, and I can walk that into a courtroom with no problem whatsoever and back that product up. That means I can back it up. And he didn't present any paperwork at all, period. Nothing, nothing. And it's been 7 days. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, we'll find out Monday. We'll find out on Monday. He got a bigger problem. The bigger problem he's gonna have at the end of the day now is somebody that hate him and don't. At the end of the day, I don't hate you, Troy. I really don't have no hatred for you. You're just at the end, you need to be prosecuted. That's all, because you did something stupid. I'm not doing it out of hatred. I'm doing it for the simple fact you did something dumb. You violated my company. I'm gonna send you to jail. That's it. That's the end of it. But the thing about it is, hey, we know you hate us, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing this stuff to begin with. But this is what got you in all this trouble. Remember I told you about don't follow the devil? That the devil leads to destruction every single time? Man, his life is about to get so worse on Monday morning. It's not even funny how bad it's going to get. Do I feel bad? No, I don't feel sorry for you, Jamie. I don't. I gave you opportunity to get out. If I didn't give you no opportunity to get out and I hit you that hard like this, man, at the end of the day, I would feel bad about it at the end of the day, because I believe in giving everybody a chance. I believe everybody has the opportunity to get a chance. Everybody. And we gave it to you and you wouldn't take it. I literally handed it to you and you wouldn't take it. So I'm going to take you. I'm going to do what has to be done. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like the spirit's telling me at the end of the day that something is not right about you, man. Something just ain't right. I'm trying to basically pray about this, but I got a strange feeling you ain't documented. I got it, just something's weird about it, man. Look, man, look. It ain't. I can't ask you this. That's why you can't do this against the law. I can't ask for documents. I'm just saying at the end of the day that if you was, that's something somebody's gonna back up. They're going to have it. That's like somebody saying you don't have a driver's license. If an officer walked in like you ain't got a driver's license, you know darn well you got a driver's license. What you going to do? I got right here, driver's license. Even receipts. If you return the TV and they sit there and say, and you check in your pocket and you ain't got the receipt, and they'll sit there, everybody's done this one, and they sit there and say, oh, well, I guess you ain't got it. So, so and so and so. But now they're going to talk to you like you're an idiot, like you ain't got it. What are you going to do? You're going to take that TV, put it in your car, race home, and rip your house apart until you find that receipt. And then when you find that receipt, I don't care how late it is, you're going to drive all the way up there just to find that sale clerk. You don't want anybody else. You want him. Even if he's not there that day and he's there tomorrow, you will come back the next day, because I know people like that, and go, BAM! In your face. That's right. That's right. I paid for this. I paid for this. I want my money back. I want all of it back. This is how your attitude is going to be, because that's how we are. Human nature. We back it up. Not wait 7 days. All right, projection screen. Oh, we got the Mario toys. We're going to hook up over here. Bam. Bam. Whew. Don't jack your eyes up. I want another. Oh, shoot. I got to be out of here. I got something I got to take care of. Let me see. Can you check out for screen paints? Oh, screen paints. Printer screen, projector screen paints. Good screen. Did it already. Matter of fact, we got their top screen, which is called Max something. It's a dark gray screen we got. Been there and done it. This guy tested this product. Actually, very, very good. He beat Crows. Yep. I think if I did do something on eBay, I wouldn't touch him, because I like his product. He made a very good product. A good one. Very professional. Got it on time. No headache. No nonsense. No mixing and messing with it. Nothing. Very professional. I would boost his product. I'll come on here and take everybody else's out, and I'll boost his. At the end of the day, by saying, well, we really want to go down that road, really taking. Did anybody do anything wrong to you here? No, not really. You can't do that. I'd just be dysflexing for the sake of it all. Look at this. And you know why Jamie ain't on here? He got banned from eBay. You know why? Because he did a whole bunch of dirty stuff, and he got caught for it, and people filed complaints against him, and yeah, they kicked him off. That's why you don't see him on here. Oh, there's smarter surfaces. Didn't we test them too? Yeah, we did. Paint on screens, tested them too. Goose Green tested them too. So you have these companies right here. Over here, you got paint on screens. This is going to be one single coat. This is for short throw projectors. That's $256. That's going to be white by any chance. This right over here, we got whites. This is a white paint right here. This is going to cost you around $3,000 if you're doing a 2.0 white screen, goose green. So you got that one. There's another one over here. This is short though. Chances are it's probably white or light gray. That's going to cost you $256. Now, keep in mind you will not be taking this side outside. This is not going to be any certified screen. Certified screen will crush this stuff with no problem whatsoever. Projector mapping applications, no fidelity. That field not going to work. You don't be using this stuff in a fully lit environment. That's not going to happen with a 2.0 gain. That is not going to happen at all. Period. Forget that. I got another one over here with a 2.0. Nope, that's not going to work. No fully lit environment for you. You should be in the dark with that one. Let's see, another goose screen. This is $719. With a 2.0 gain on it. Wow, imagine that. And just think about it. We got a screen over there that can absorb sunlight. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. So we're sending those screens out to my value customers. They will be getting that screen. They're going to get a black ad tech from us, and that thing is going to be gorgeous. So I got a few people I have on the list, maybe roughly about 20 are going to get that screen for free. Let me see what we got going on here for you. All right, that's $270. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. We tested them. We already tested these guys already. They had the black contrast screen we beat already. So yeah, theirs is around $334.84. Okay, so yeah, we've been through all of this already. So, you see this right here? What does it say? 100,000 direct sunlight refers to approximate light. Intensified direct sunlight measured in lux. So the sun produces, when it strikes you, around 100,000 to 120,000. Who would have a technology to do that? I wonder who. Oh, that'd be us. We're the only ones who got it. It's locked in, it's on file. Any company that goes looks at us up and we say, hey, we took a screen with 100,000 lux, you don't got to mention the name. All you got to do is put in 100,000 of direct sunlight and it brings us up because we're the only ones who did it. That's an ad tech that can do that. It can absorb sunlight. That technology alone could wipe everything out easily. There's nothing that can touch it. Anybody else down there? Nope. They talk about solar panels and all that stuff, but we're the only ones that's got it. Can't stop all the way up. So, when you have a screen that can absorb 100,000 lux of sunlight, the very sunlight that washes out screens in homes every single day, businesses, and AdTech has that capability. But AdTech has 67 versions of itself. I can literally drop this entire company I have right now and rebuild a whole new company again, just out of AdTech's technology by itself. As you've seen in comparison, AdTech would crush anything we have in here. These screens don't even function if an AdTech lays next to it. That's a flagship technology. What screen do you think can take us with that tech? Nobody. Even AI recognizes who we are. Type in it. Could Crow come up? No. Anybody come up? No. Only us. Black Diamond comes up? Nobody comes up. We're the only company who has that technology right now in the world. There's nobody else that can do it. So the stuff we were engineering for AdTech, the stuff you're seeing, like the aluminum screen you're watching right now, has an AdTech coating sitting on top of it. It allows a 50 lumen projector to operate in a fully lit environment without basically disrupting the screen in any way whatsoever. That technology would have ushered in a whole lineup of screens that, again, you wouldn't be spending thousands of dollars for your projectors and all that nonsense. But since my friend convinced me to turn in a different direction, you will never see that technology ever. It'll only go to certain select people, and that's it. Well, with that being said, those who violated my company, I'll see you in court. I plan to sue the daylights out of you. Those at the end of the day, we finish how we figure to do with you. Either it's going to be jail, prison, or whatever we're going to put you in, or lawsuits. Either way, we're going to crush my enemies in the process. And everybody else, well, AdTech will be out of your reach now. I try to be nice about this. I really did. I didn't appreciate the fact that we worked so hard to make a product guys could have an amazing technology. I've already been through the whole thing. I've done years of testing. I've seen all the trashy, crappy products they have out there. We come out here time and time again, every single day without crease, trying to make the best products. For my customers who supported our company 100%, don't worry, we got you taken care of. Anything we develop, you got the hookup. Everybody else, you're out in the cold. Bye.